no more changes, 1 minute to lift off. We would like to introduce your jury and referees. In the centre seat, Mr. Mike Zavinsky from the USA. From Iran, we have Hamed Reza Albaraza. From Poland, Yaroslav Ole. And your jury.
Welcome back to Dubai for the 2019 IPF World Open Powerlifting Championships. And we're just about to kick off. We are introducing the referees for this session.
From Ukraine, Tatiana Melnik. And your technical controller, Andrei Choflika. From Romania. Ladies and gentlemen, your positions, please. 20 seconds until liftoff. First weight on the bar.
And we are just about to get started in the 105 men. And this is always a tough contest, this one. And of course, I am joined by none other than Ralph Harkison, EPF
Welcome
General
back.
Secretary, two-time Hall of Famer, and we're going to take you through all the action this
We'll
evening.
be your eyes, and this is going to be amazing, as all the rest are
As
going to
every other one. Records have tumbled. We'll see what these big men have to show us today. We're just about to start. Mohammed Aklabouli, UAE, a second United Arab Emirates representative here at this competition for the first time ever.
Yeah, it's nice to see. That's a new country, new federation.
And it will continue to build and continue
build
to
from
grow.
here. Yes.
So a big evening of lifting. We've got 2 flights in the 105s. So we'll run through the first flight, straight into the second flight, then there'll be a 10-minute break. And we'll move into the next discipline. Current world records in this particular discipline, 445.5 kilos. That is absolutely
Huge.
ridiculous, isn't it?
Huge.
Almost half a ton.
And there's 2 guys going here that could actually break that.
Yeah, we've got a couple of athletes that could actually get up into that range. But right now on the bar, 220 kilograms. He's taking his opening lift equipment free. And makes for a nice looking warm up at 220, but not quite deep enough.
Unfortunately, not deep enough.
Just not getting down there. Yeah, you can see just the knees were a bit forward, hips were a bit forward, just couldn't really get into the depth there.
Yep.
Ricardo Fongaro from Brazil, 265. Hit a 270 earlier this year, actually, at a regional Pan American Championships.
Yeah, he's 38 years old. He's competing for 11 years.
Yeah, plenty of experience.
Yes.
30 seconds.
He's got to get set up.
Not his first Worlds either, competed back in 2018.
20 seconds.
So he's got international experience. He's got a very wide stance.
Was he deep enough?
No, it wasn't. It's interesting. He's got that wide stance, and you said that the other day it does make it a little bit more difficult.
Difficult to get
down
that
there.
hip for. Yeah.
And you can see it also impacts his balance a bit. His feet are really shifting around. Just struggling to find the balance there. I think if he finds that stability a little bit better, he'll hit that
He
depth.
might hit the dip. Or when you reach it, just get like a dip just to get the hip down.
George Seeger,
Yes.
Great Britain, 300 kilograms.
George is 27 years old. Been competing for 5 years.
forward in the chest
Little
there,
bit,
but
yeah. Strong
he
enough.
Yeah, he certainly recovered it well.
Yeah,
3 white lights, and that's the importance of opening at a weight that you can do. If someone calls you in the middle of the night, you can do
Look,
it.
we said that before. This should be.
Even if he
it's a
doesn't
last
get
warm up.
Yeah, even if he doesn't get everything right, you're still going to get it.
Yep.
Niamdoj, Mongolia, 300 kilograms as well. Can't believe how much the Mongolian team has developed in the last several years.
Yeah, really have. 27 years old.
And they held a major international in Mongolia last year,
I think they have, yeah, for the first time. Was it a bench press? I'm not sure.
I can't recall, but there was a major international in
there was.
Mongolia. Absolutely fantastic. Building the sport.
That looks
nice
strong.
little bounce at the bottom there.
See what the referee say. Yeah.
3 white lights, that's what you want.
Absolutely.
So John Hampson from Great Britain will be looking at 320. Good to see all these guys so far. Quite conservative opening lifts, 20, 30 kilos below their best.
I mean, John's personal best is 350, so 320, 330, yeah, 320.
320, gives himself plenty of room to breathe.
Comfortable.
Yeah, you don't want to be walking out for that opening lift, having that sort of thought in the back of your head. Well, I've only done this once.
Yeah. That looks strong.
Yeah, so he uses that wide stance too as well, and you can see how he really sits back.
And look at dip at the bottom. Yeah, 3 white lights.
Yeah.
Good squat.
Mustafa Yazdani, Iran, 320.
Bars loaded, 320 kilos, Mustafa Yazdani, Iran.
Yeah.
Again, well under his personal best.
Yeah. He's 31 years old, 10 years in competition.
45 kilos.
He's certainly cutting his time on the platform short.
Yeah, 39.
Yeah, it looks like he's still getting ready. But we are down to 30 seconds.
And he's still not up here. I think he's coming out very slowly, good steps. Is that him? No, that's not him. So he may not be coming out.
He decided not to take the opening lift.
Well, he's certainly out of time, but will be out of time.
Yeah, look, I mean, it's not unusual for an athlete to choose not to take a lift during an equipped competition, trying to save some energy.
Yeah. He did not have get his last warm-up in time, so it could be.
Yeah, it's quite unusual not to take the first lift, but you're right, he could have mistimed his warm-ups. So that's okay, we will move to the next lifter. He's still got 2 more attempts left. Jussi Kangasvieri from Finland, 320 kilograms. And again, 12.5 kilos under his personal best.
32 years old. He's 8 years in competition.
We're getting into the big men now in the 105s.
Yeah, getting towards the top end of the big boys, as we call them.
Depth looks good from here.
Depth, yes.
Three white lights, and he puts that one on the board. And that's what you want to see. Nice, easy opening lift. Again, a few of these guys really utilising that wider stance.
The wider stance, yeah.
But really sitting back into it, hitting the dip at the bottom and using it to their advantage.
Use the wraps as well to drive at the bottom.
Adrian Locke from Canada, 325.
.29 years old, 7 years in competition.
Yeah, no stranger to World Championships either. Competed last year in Hampstead with a 335 squat. Did a 340 in the Canadian Championships last year as well. And looks like a very smooth lift.
Yes, that looks good.
3 white lights.
35 kilos for Adrian Locke. Next weight on the bar, 335 kilos, Takahito Akutsu, Japan. Alkanbuli and Fongaro, get ready. Bars loaded.
Takahito Akutsu from Japan, 335.
Yeah.
And certainly a familiar face that we've all seen plenty of times in international
many
events.
times over the years, yes. He's 37 years old, competing for 19 years, so he's been around, like I said.
And he can move plenty of weight.
Yeah.
The 345 last year in Hampstead, 352 and a half in 2017 in Pilsen. So he's been
this should be
up in these big numbers for a while now. So 335 should be pretty comfortable.
And so it looked.
Yeah, has no problem moving it. Didn't look overly comfortable stepping it out. I think he just sort of
It's got one
misstepped.
red, but it's got 2 white.
So we move to their second list now. Mohammed Akambuli from UAE.
Yeah,
Looking at 220.
He missed this. He got all 3 reds.
Yeah, just didn't really get down there.
Yeah.
And, you know, I think that could be first lift nursing.
It
This
is.
the
I'm
first
sure it
big
is.
international
In his own
competition.
country as well. You know, so, yeah.
I have no doubt that now that he's gotten that out of the road, he knows he can handle the weight. He'll sink it down a little bit further.
He's not doing any wraps or nothing, so he's doing it raw.
No suit, no wraps, no knee sleeves. That looked a lot better at depth there.
That looks
That
so
looked
fast.
much more convincing. It is.
Yes, that's better.
Gets it on the board. Very fast. Ricardo Fongaro from Brazil. 265. He missed his opener as well on depth. Yeah, it doesn't matter how much experience you get, you still have those first lift nerves.
Of course it does. It comes out.
You know, and sometimes you just pull up a little bit short, just because the nerves. Then your mind realizes, your body realizes you can handle that weight without any problems. Next lift,
Nick, come out to smoke it.
no worries.
Fairly wide hips. Then drop it too.
Depth looks a lot better that
Looks
time.
better, yeah. Looks
Yeah.
a lot better.
A little smile and a nod at the
I
top
think
there.
so, yeah, I got that. And he has.
Yeah, 3 white lights. Yeah, so you'll see when he gets back to the top, he knows he hit depth.
Yeah.
Yeah, right there you can tell he knows he got there. George Seeger, Great Britain, 310 kilograms.
An increase of 10 kilo from his opener.
Software engineer by day, powerlifting superhero by night.
I evenly. 27 years old. Still getting nowhere near peak.
He has a long way to go before he hits peak.
This guy worked through it.
Probably wasn't his cleanest
No, it
squat
wasn't.
I've ever seen him
Well,
do,
no.
and just misses the depth there.
Got your left in.
He'll be a little bit disappointed with that.
He's always feeling for it.
Yeah, you can see his knees
twist as
drop a
well.
little bit, gets a little bit of lateral movement.
Bars loaded, 315 kilos, Yamdorj Amasai.
Nyamdorj Yamasakan from Mongolia, 315 kilograms. Had a good open at 300.
Yes, 300. Gone up 15. His personal best is 330, so again, should be
Yeah, so still
comfortable.
a little bit conservative, which is
Yes.
nice. Saving a little bit for that last lift. You got to manage a whole
Yeah.
day of lifting yet. know there's a lot of weight on a bar, an Eleco bar, if it starts to bend. It takes a lot to bend an Eleco bar. Handles the weight well.
Looks strong, but I'm not sure.
Deep enough? Let's wait for the referees.
It's got it 2-1.
2-1. It's quite possible that our side is the one that got the red light there.
Yeah.
And that's why we have 3 referees. I mean, we aren't perfectly symmetrical people. Sometimes one hip drops lower than the other. Mustafa Yazdani Shui from Iran, 320 kilograms.
Yeah, he missed this on his opener.
Yeah, he never looked in doubt strength-wise.
No.
Oh, that's right. He didn't. Did he not come out? He didn't come out for his lift.
You're right.
Which is really interesting.
So
it doesn't look like he's
maybe
coming out
that
again.
he did miss his last warm-up, and he thought, well, I'm gonna miss one. And come out for a second.
Looks like he's gonna miss. No, here he comes. He's actually coming out. He's only left himself 27 seconds.
He's right on the limit now.
And he's still doing up his wrist wraps.
If he must do a rock, in fact, I think he's gonna miss this.
I think he's going to be
not
very,
rushing.
very close. He's
15 seconds. It's going to be very close.
I have a sneaking suspicion that he's missed time his warm-ups.
Missed time his first one as well.
Everything. And
1-2
just
seconds.
in the nick of time.
Oh, that looks quite deep.
Well,
Was it deep enough?
Apparently the stress of leaving it to 14 seconds does not bother him at all.
Not at all.
Even walking out onto the platform, he did not look concerned. And he puts it on the board.
Yep, he's on the board. And he's still got one more attempt to go.
You know, it's interesting. We talk about mistiming warm-ups, missing that first lift, things going wrong. It doesn't matter how experienced you are. You can have 60 World Championship events under your belt, and it can still happen. You'll see Kang Zaveri from Finland, 330 kilograms, just shy of his personal best.
Yeah, an increase of 10 kilo from his opener. Fighting it to the middle.
And just lost his balance at the top there.
Just lost control.
He'll be disappointed with that.
Yeah, because he didn't get the rock signal.
Yeah, and he's fallen backwards. You've got to be able to control that weight at the top. He drove through it. He did well getting back to the top. And you can see his hips just shifted and pushed him back. John Hampson, Great Britain, 332.5.
This equal his personal best. No, sorry. This no, a bit sorry.
So
looking at the wrong.
A little bit under.
Yeah, it's 350.
He looks pretty comfortable in his walkout and setup.
Fighting it. Up the knees.
Gets it back to the top. It looked like it wanted to pull him backwards, but he managed it very well against the 2 white lights. Yeah, it sort of looked like it was trying to pull him backwards.
Yeah, he's actually fighting it, yeah.
But he handles that bar path very, very well. Adrian Locke, 335.
Increase of 10 kilo from his opener, which was 325.
Aviation systems technician.
I'm not going to ask what that is.
He's the one that makes sure your plane doesn't fall out of the sky.
Okay, well, that's a good job to have.
Very, very handy person.
Good setup. Fighting his knees come in slowly.
He just managed to hold that there.
What's the referee say?
He gets 2 white lights. He just managed to maintain the balance at the top there. So he gets down to the bottom. Has to really work for the top. The feet start to shift a little bit. but he manages it very, very well.
45 kilos, Takahito.
Takahito Akutsu from Japan, 345. Still under his best at 357.5.
Yep. He's opening with a 335 opener. So he's got 10 kilo.
Just taking his time. Wants to get everything where he wants it. Hands in the right position, get the bar pulled into the back as tight as he can.
Everything must be tight.
His walkout on the first one wasn't great. Gets the squat command. And handles the weight very
well.
easily.
Very well indeed.
And gets the 2 white lights. That's enough. So now we move into their third lifts. The 222.5. Mohammed Al-Kanbouli from United Arab Emirates.
Yeah.
Missed his opener at 220. Got it on his second, was lifting and is lifting without equipment.
Yeah, but he's taking the break. Did he not put in his second, his last
He
attempt?
may have missed
he's only
the
got him 2.5
opportunity because he's only
kilo.
gone 222.5.
His last one was very easy. I suspect he forgot to put in his next Spanish, so it's automatic goes
Yeah,
up
it's
to
got the
2.5
automatic 2.5. You have 1 minute after you complete
Yep,
your lift
correct.
for your coach to get your next attempt in. If you miss it, it goes up 2.5 automatically. We've got 28 seconds left. I have a feeling he's not coming out. So
Can't
he's just
see him.
made the one lift. I mean, it's interesting because he did lift without equipment.
Yes,
So
he had no equipment on.
is it that he has a slight injury? And it is entirely possible he has a slight injury
Yeah. Certainly not
and
coming
just
out.
wants to save that back, or
5 seconds.
so he won't be coming out. Of course, none of this possible without Eliko raising the bar consistently. Uplift, the greatest coaching platform on the planet, and SBD, the greatest lifting equipment you can get your hands on. So we go to Ricardo Fongaro from Brazil for 280. Missed his open at 265. Nailed on the second without any problems at all, really. And now looking for 280. And, 15 kilo jump is not a huge jump in this weight class in equipped lifting.
Not at 105. And he's still below his personal best, which is 287. But if I can remember, his 265 was comfortable.
Yeah,
it was nothing to do with
Look,
his with
even his
strength.
opener was comfortable
comfortable,
weight-wise,
just
just
didn't
didn't
get
get the
deep
depth.
Muito lá. Tá bom aí, trava, trava. Ó, trabalha fluência. Fluência. Acelera.
He's fighting it.
And he was just a little awkward at the bottom there.
Let's see what the
Yeah,
referee
I
says.
don't think he'll get any
No,
joy there.
didn't thought he would. Got 2 yellows and 2 blues.
He just looked a little uncomfortable under that
Yeah.
bar. Yeah, look, his knee dropped in and came forward right from the start. Folds a little bit at the bottom.
Yeah, he's struggling there. He had to fight it through.
Yeah,
And
I
again,
think he
his
just
knees
really
was
missed
not
his
locked.
line
Yeah.
on the descent.
Totally.
So, George Seeger, the mild-mannered powerlifting superhero, software engineer by day, superhero by night,
I know.
with 310 kilograms.
He just missed this last time. It wasn't tight enough. That looks
That
better.
looks better. He's worked for it, but it looks better.
What's the referee say? No.
Not deep enough
still
again.
Not happy.
So we move to 330. Mustafa Yazdani Iran, who didn't make it out there for his first one, almost didn't make it out there for his second one. And let's see how close he is to the platform for this one. I'm not going to say he might not be coming out. I said that last time, and he came out with 14 seconds to go. And still got the lift and wasn't stressed.
I think, can I see something move, some movement? No.
So it's not looking like he's coming out. Decided he's taking the second lift. He's got his number. Maybe not coming out for this one. He's got 30 seconds left. I said that last time. And he came out with 14 seconds and still made the lift. But I cannot see any movement there from him
so
near
I don't
the
think
ramp.
he's coming out.
20 seconds.
So of course we talk about Aliko. You look at those red plates up there.
Absolute
They
shiny
say,
red plates.
They say 25
impressive.
kilos. They are 25 kilos. Every one of them is calibrated.
Yeah.
Take a gym plate from the gym and put it on a scale, then take an Aliko plate and put it on a scale. And it does make a difference when you're training. If you're training in the gym and you think you're lifting on a bench 150 kilos and all the plates are out,
literally you're reaching 140 kilos.
You might be lifting 148.
Yeah.
Come here, go to make your first lift at 150, suddenly everything feels heavy. Jussi Kangasvieri from Finland, 330 kilograms.
He missed this on his second. And
He's had to
fight
work.
Again.
It's all going to come down to the
Let's wait
depth.
for the referee, I think.
And
Yes,
he gets
got
three
it.
white lights.
He's up, eh?
So he gets that one on the board. John Hampson, Great Britain, will come out with 337.5. Well under his personal best of 350.
But good sequence. He's opening with 320. He's gone 332.5 for his second.
Yeah, and then just
now
a short
another
jump to his
5
third.
kilo. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's some good choices there. Lifting for his current conditions, lifting for this competition.
On a world stage, the biggest stage you're going to be apart from the World Games. This is powerlifting. This is the biggest stage you're going to lift at. Open World Equip Championship.
Looks comfortable.
Yeah.
He just hit the sticking point there.
Bit too heavy.
And just couldn't lift that chest up. Couldn't quite get that chest up high enough there and get the hips through. It's a usual sticking point. The 340 on the bar for Adrian Locke from Canada.
Yeah. It's very close to his personal best, which is 345.
Royal Canadian Air Force.
Open up with 325, then he went 10, 335, now 5 kilo extra.
Yeah, just a little bit shy of his personal best, so.
30 seconds.
Taking his time, getting everything set the way he wants it. Oh, he's a little bit out of sorts there.
Yeah, just lost it.
Yeah, look, once it starts to twist, unless you can catch it early before it really starts to move, you just can't twist that sort of weight back again.
Very hard. Once you go to line, it's a lot of weight.
You see the knees start to shift forward and twist
the whole
in.
body twisting around.
He certainly gave it everything he could.
Certainly did.
So we go to 352.5. Takahito Akutsu from Japan.
Yeah, he's also went 335 for his opener, and he went 10 up, 345. This is another 7.5 kilo.
Yeah, look, this is just shy of his personal best.
PB. Squatting well.
His walkouts.
Yeah, he
always
struggled
look
a bit.
difficult.
Yeah, struggled a bit. But once he settled down, he's got the power to drive out. Driving it.
His walkouts might look difficult, but his squats
Nothing wrong
don't.
with his power.
He
Yes,
gets
he's
on the
got
ball
it.
with 2 white lights. So we move straight into the second group now. 105s. We'll get these guys with their first lifts on the board and then see what they look at doing. Remember that world record, 445.5.
Yes.
Junior record
That-
is 433.
Yeah, and they could be under attack. Looking at some of the starters we got here.
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple of nominations there that could find their way up there. Billy from the Ukraine,
And also
opening
Robert.
nomination, 397.5. And of course, yeah,
Great.
Roberts,
Oh,
you
yeah.
can't count him out. 390 opening nomination.
Some powerful power highs in here.
Yeah, look, and even though it sounds like a long way away, 45.5, in equipped at this weight class, it's not that far
Nothing.
away. But right now, Rita Hussein from Egypt, 320.
That was strong. Was it deep? Let's have a look.
It
Yes,
was.
it was. Good opener.
Handled that very well. Vanderlei Barbosa from Brazil.
Bar is loaded. Vanderlei Barbosa, Brazil.
Yeah.
335.
Yeah, personal best of 360. 32 years old. 11 years in competition. It's a bodyguard. I wouldn't mind him for a bodyguard, would you?
I wouldn't upset him.
No, certainly wouldn't upset him now.
I mean, he doesn't just look the part, he has the name.
Acelera isso aí, acelera. Acelera, acelera, acelera. Ah, vai.
That looks good.
Oh,
That
made
looks-
short work of
Yeah.
that. And the referees agree, 3 white lights.
Barbosa of Brazil. Please load the bar to 340 kilos. For 2 men, John Gal.
And that was a very, very quick opening lift, exactly how you wanted to look.
Aikalan to get ready. Bars loaded, 340 kilos. 2 men, Jargal, Dashzekbe of Mongolia.
Zamanjago Dashevge from Mongolia looking for 340.
Yeah. As per his profile, this should be an easy opener.
Yeah, look, he has a personal best of 400.
400, so this should be.
So 340 shouldn't be a major issue. Probably a little bit harder than you'd
It's
like
hot.
for an opening lift.
Yeah.
And
he hasn't
didn't
got
get
it.
deep enough. Sometimes not getting deep enough can actually make the
Cause
lift
you-
harder. You miss that bounce. You've got to work harder through the
Yeah.
sticking point.
Aikalan and Marta, get ready. Bars loaded, 347.5 kilos. Martin Langer of Germany.
Yeah. Martin Lang, been around a long time.
Yeah, Martin Lang with 347.5. He's certainly no stranger.
14 years in competition. He's still longer, 32 years old.
Competed this year at the European Championships with a 355 squat.
Yeah. Which is what his personal best is.
355.
He's now
Actually-
coached by Dietmar Wolf.
He has actually squatted more than that. He had a 357.5.
Okay.
The World Championships in Hampstead last year, I believe. Well, from this angle, the depth looked very good.
Let's see what the
He's
referee-
not happy with the lift. It's probably harder than he really wanted it to be.
Got 3 white lights.
Gets it on the board. See at the top when he finished the lift, he there's a bit of a nod of disappointment that it was much harder than he expected.
Marta and Grenier, get ready.
But he didn't get that drive for the bottom. He just sat there
Just
and
didn't
then,
get that hit out.
yeah. Well, you need that explosion. Yeah. Use the wraps.
And here's a name we all recognise, 352.5,
Yes.
Christopher Eikeland from Norway.
Again, been around for many years. Still under 30 years old. That looks good.
Smooth all the way through. Goes on the board. 2 white lights is all you need. Very experienced lifter. So Tommy Martin out from Finland, 352.5.
Yeah. He's got a personal best of 370, so this should be comfortable. 37 years old, 8 years competing.
Yeah, so he hit a 365 at the World Championships last year, a 370 last year as well. So he's consistent.
Yes. Yeah, the fight is up. Is it
And
deep enough?
from here it looks good, but
No,
no,
no, they said
referees
no.
say no.
It's got a yellow, you
Got
got
a
a red
blue
and a
card.
blue. Blue
Maybe.
normally mean it wasn't quite locked at the top.
Let's have a look at the top. Yeah, he doesn't really lock that right knee.
Yeah.
I mean, they're tiny little things to
Yeah,
correct for the
but
next
it
lift.
said the
Not gonna
rule
be a
just said the
problem.
knee must be locked.
Yeah,
at
it's not
the
going to be a
start
problem
and
for him to
completion.
correct that. It's just something his coach will cue him on as he gets
Yeah.
to the top.
Just remember to just lock the knee as you get out.
Alan Grenier from France, 355. The big Frenchman.
Yeah. He's 29 years old, 11 years in competition. That's very strong.
I blinked and missed it.
You did. Very strong.
He gets 3 white lights. He never looked concerned. He never looked in doubt. He looked comfortable all the way through that lift. Eric Gunham of Sweden, 355.
Yes, Eric. He was a super junior. He's a big deadlifter, so anything
Watch
could happen.
out.
Anything could happen when you come to deadlift. At one time, he held the world junior deadlift record with 370, I think it was.
Yeah, and that's the
90
thing.
kg, that's
You
3 kilo.
can come to a competition like this and you can be the top running nominated lifter. It's powerlifting.
Yeah, it is.
Doesn't matter what your nomination is.
You gotta come in and
If
do
you
it.
can if you can add more to that,
Yeah. Feeling for it. Was it deep enough?
let's have a look.
Yes,
Referee
it
say
was.
yes, it was. Gets it on the board. A good start.
375 kilos next weight on the bar. Sergei Mashinkov, Russia.
Sergei Mashinkov from Russia now looking for 375.
Bars loaded. 375 kilos.
Yeah.
Sergei Mashinkov.
He's got a personal best of 400, so 375,
Shouldn't be a problem.
well within reach.
Was he not European champion about 2 years ago? I think
Certainly
he
was.
Yes. I think I was there. He was excited. Yes.
Yeah, very, very
Very
experienced.
nice
lifter.
guy as well. Yeah. Very nice guy.
Very strong
Good
lifter.
dancer as well.
Good
so,
dance. You know all the
I know
dances,
I know the
Ralph.
dancers. That's easy.
It's just made it look like a warm-up.
No,
But
I
not
thought it was
deep
too
enough.
easy. Yeah, it's get three
And
right.
I don't think I've ever seen him run that fast off the platform. Yeah, look, he pulled up shy.
Yep,
It's not going to be a major issue for him to fix that.
shouldn't be. Strength is there.
I think he just rushed it a little bit.
Yeah, another great lifter coming out.
Yep, Stian. Gorma,
Gorma,
Norway,
yeah.
375.
Yeah. I think he was also European champion a few years ago. He's younger, 31 years old.
The 375. Fair chunk below his best. Oh, and just got out of balance to the top there. He'll be disappointed with himself for that. He handled the weight well.
Yeah.
Now he's got to do it again.
What does he do? Does he stay there? Does he go up?
Well, that's. I mean, in that case, it's a really tough decision.
It is.
It wasn't a weight issue, but it was a balance issue. And putting more weight on, is that going to cause a problem?
In a tough class.
And it is
you
a really tough
what
class.
What do you do? Come out again and lose last? Okay, it's difficult.
Alexander Rubets.
Yeah.
Ukraine, 390.
If he's on form today, you can see fireworks.
Well, when he comes to lift.
Still a junior?
When he comes to lift, he means business.
Yeah.
He might be a junior, but he's got plenty
Don't lift like it.
He's got plenty of open world championships under his belt. He squatted a 430 last year in Hampstead.
And you can see why.
That was
so
fast.
Easy.
3 white lights. He had no issues with that at all. You said if he's on fire, there'll be fireworks.
Yeah.
He's certainly on fire.
And this is going to be a battle with it.
He was certainly on fire with that lift. But we go to 397.5 now. Sergey Birdie from the Ukraine.
He could be another big threat as well. Great lifter.
Well,
3
just
good
like
lifts.
his teammate, if he brings the fire as well. Look at the intensity and the focus on his face.
Oh, he's going to fight it.
And he had to work a lot harder than I think he wanted to for that one.
No, not deep enough.
No lift.
Yeah, he has to fight it down.
Round 2, first weight on the bar, 322.5 kilos for Reda Hussein of Egypt.
Yeah, just couldn't quite find the depth there. So we come around for the second round now.
Yeah.
With Reda Hussein from Egypt.
He's gone up another 12.5 kilo from his opener.
So
no, sorry, he's got 2.5.
So did he miss?
Again, you could ask the question. I suspect he did. He would not have gone up 2.5 kilo. I thought I was in 332.5, but it is 22.5. So
either he's taking very small jumps or he didn't get his lift card in on time.
Yeah, again, we got 1 minute after they leave the platform to give the next attempt in. Failure to do so. I mean, that was easy.
Well, he's moving them well. That's going to come down to the question. No, it wasn't.
Was it deep enough?
Manjago Jasegve from Mongolia now looking for 340. He missed his opener.
Yeah.
It certainly wasn't too heavy. He just didn't go
shouldn't
deep
be.
enough.
His personal best on his profile is 400, so that's some 60 kilo below what he's taking.
Yeah, he just didn't go deep enough.
No.
Just needs to sink it down. Really taking his time. Getting that bar in where he wants it. He just needs to really sit back into it
Yeah.
to allow
Get
that.
the hips to go down and use the wraps, the bottom.
Well,
It's better, but I'm not sure. I'm
It's
going to
going to be
wait.
close. It's hard from this angle, but we'll see. He gets it in
Oh,
there, though.
just in. Too wide.
So he gets the number on the board. So we look at 352 and a half. Vanderlei Barbosa, the
Yeah.
bodyguard from Brazil.
The big bodyguard. Powerhouse. He's got a personal best of 360, so still below that.
$352 and a half. He's still got some breathing space below his personal best.
If he gets this, he could be looking at maybe a personal best. You need to guess this first. Oh, you have to.
And
No.
just, you could see he got a good bounce at the bottom, but he was just forward. You can see his head dips down here.
Yeah.
And everything just starts to shift forward.
Once you lose the balance, once you lose the line,
If he can keep that chest up in the next one, he's going to absolutely smoke it. Martin Lang, 352 and a half.
Yeah, his opener was good, which was 347.5.
Just shy of his personal best to 355.
He's undertaking 5 kilo increase.
45 seconds.
Take his time getting set up.
That's strong enough.
Yeah, very smooth all the way through. He has plenty of power and plenty of strength.
No, the referee
just
say
not getting down there.
Not going deep enough.
And that is something we find as we get into these heavier weight classes with the men. Getting that depth, you know, is a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, it is.
Especially
and they
in
must have got
equipment.
very big thighs, trying to get the hips to go below the top of the knee, you know, and that's what you got to do.
Tommy Mata, 357 and a half.
Yeah, he missed 352, so it's gone up 5 kilo.
Yeah, just trying
Needs
to
to give that a little bit of weight more to
yeah,
push
just
him.
trying to
maybe.
push down a little bit more, trying to get a little bit more power out of the bottom. He had no issue with the weight on his opener. Just trying to use it to push down.
Lock the knees.
He's a very smooth and controlled lifter. Was he deep enough on that one?
Yes,
he was.
He was.
Puts it on the board.
He's in the competition.
360 kilos, Christopher Eikeland.
So Christopher Eikeland from Norway, 360.
Solid opener with 352.5, so this is up 7.5 kilo.
He's a tanning bed salesman. I imagine they're popular in Norway, particularly this time of year.
This time of the year, true. His personal best is 367.5.
Yeah, so he's getting up there to his personal best. That's where it starts to get a bit tougher. You're hitting weights that you don't usually hit regularly, so it's uncharted territory. But he stands it up well, and the referees say it's not deep enough. And there's 3 red lights, so you cannot go to the jury on that one.
Yeah, it's a good call by the referee, I think.
365 kilos, Alex Grenier of France.
So Alain Grenier of France. 365.
Opening with 355 was his opener. Was good. He's gone up 10 kilo.
Oh, he might have pulled up shy on that
He did
one.
short, it looks.
Let's have a look.
2 to
He
1.
gets 2 to 1. So obviously we've got two sides. So one side ref, and the one side ref gave red, one gave white,
white.
center ref gave white. So it's a good lift. We are not symmetrical human beings.
Nope. Who we got next? Eric?
Eric Gunham
Yeah.
from Sweden, 365.
Got up 10 kilo from his opener.
Oh, he's just taking a couple of extra steps to get into position there.
He's fighting it.
Gets it
Strong
back
out
to
of
the top.
it.
Well, let's see what the referees say.
No.
No lift,
Ooh,
not
red
deep
lights.
enough.
Next weight on the bar is 375 kilos. For Stian Walgermo of Norway. Mashinkov and Vilje, get ready. Bar is loaded. 375 kilos.
Stian Walgermo, Norway.
Yeah, he missed this and his opener.
Needs to put this one on the board.
He needs to. Otherwise,
Otherwise,
he's
it's a
gonna put
pressure lift
lot
on the
of
third,
pressure
isn't it?
And he's on his second, the third and final. So he needs this one.
$375. I mean, weight-wise, it's well away from his personal
Yeah,
best.
should be no problem. Not strength-wise. Look at dip this. Oh!
And just struggling there. He went deep. He went deeper, a lot deeper than he usually goes, just to be convincing.
And he just couldn't get out of it. He got so
And
far,
he
and then
got to the sticking point there. He's struggling with that sticking point today. So he's put himself under a bit of pressure now.
big pressure.
Sergei Mashinkov
Yeah,
from
Sergei's
Russia.
Also, you know, he's gonna
Well,
some.
It wasn't too heavy for him.
It wasn't a weight. It just
I think he needs an extra 20 or so kilos to push
him
it
down.
Yeah, look, I missed that one, Coach. You know what? Throw an extra 20 or
something
so
like that.
kilos on.
Now
I'll be right.
390, 10 kilo below his personal best, which is 400.
And look, his opener,
But,
even though he missed it,
yeah.
it moved like a rocket.
Absolutely did. So, let's
And
see.
he looks comfortable
Let's
under
see.
that.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's
And
struggling.
He just didn't get the power out of the bottom. He just didn't
struggling.
move the power out of the bottom on that one. We talk about powerlifting being one of those sports where you can come in the 5th, 6th, or 7th nominated total, and before you know it, you're finding
Big
yourself
trouble.
chasing down a medal.
Big trouble.
So right now, Sergei Vilje from the Ukraine,
Yeah.
he's
yeah.
under pressure lift as
Oh,
well with
yes.
397.5, having missed his opener.
He certainly did. And
No,
again, was it depth on that? I can't quite remember. Was it depth? I think it was.
Yeah, it was a bit of depth, a bit of
Yeah.
a struggle through the midsection. He's kept his weight the same at 397.5.
So these boys are under pressure to get the depth in and get the lift pass. Trying to get it set up.
No.
Push the hips down. No.
And
I tell you what, he's under pressure.
he just
It don't look strong
couldn't get
enough.
himself into position there. Let's have a look at the replay. He's just struggling to push the
Yeah,
hips
he just
back.
couldn't get down.
He just cannot get down through it. They're going to have to adjust the equipment. So right now, though, Alexander Rubits, Ukraine, 412.5. He opened at 390. If you blinked, you would have missed it,
Yeah.
even in slow motion.
He's gone up.
It moved like a rocket.
He's gone up 22.5 kilo from his opener.
So gone
But like you said, his
12 and a
opener
half.
was so easy. And he's a 430 kilo squatter in the pass. Still a junior.
Yeah, still a junior. He's got a long career ahead, and he's already an open champion as well.
Record holder.
Good walk out.
Oh dear.
And that moved just
That was
as fast as his opener.
just as easy as his 390.
And he gets
got
that one on
one
the board
red.
as well. That moved very fast. And that speed at the bottom gives him the use
The
of the wrap
momentum.
and the suit.
Yeah.
So we come around for their third attempts. Rida Hussein, Egypt. 350.
Well,
Interesting move. So he opened at 320. Looked like he'd missed getting his card, and it went to 322 and a half. So now 350.
which is his personal best. I think the 322 was okay. Just didn't get
to depth.
his depth.
His 320 rocketed. Oh, he's having a hard time through the midpoint there. Just couldn't get through that sticking point. So he'll have to settle for 320 today. There we go to 352 and a half of Mandalay, the bodyguard Barbosa.
Yeah, he missed this. He missed this on his second. So
Well under his personal best. So he's certainly no stranger to this weight. Hopefully the miss on the second lift allowed him to get a bit of a feel for 352 and a half. And that looked deeper, and he stood it up.
let's see. No,
Not deep enough, though. It might have looked deeper, but it still wasn't deep enough. Look at the replay, and you can see he folds over and just doesn't get the depth there. Martin Lang, Germany, 357 and a half.
this will put him into third place for the moment in the squat. But still, there's 4 lifters to go. No, quite a few more. Sorry, I missed those at the bottom.
And there's also quite a few missed lifts, so if
Yes,
you get it
of
on the
course, at
board,
bottom, you never know.
if you get it on the board, you give yourself a very, very good chance of going home with a medal in the squats. And
Fight again.
he's fighting it through. It looks good. Let's see what they say. It is. Gets it on the
Well
board.
done. That put him in bronze medal at the moment in the squat. He finishes 3 attempts, so he must wait.
So Tommy Martin now for 365 from Finland.
And this will put him into third for the moment, if he's successful.
So just below his personal best. Looking to temporarily roll into the bronze medal position. And wait and see what happens to everyone else. He's having a little bit of a hard time just getting it steady. He gets the squat command.
No.
But it's just a little bit too heavy on this occasion. So Alan Grenier from France then will look at 372.5. This will actually slide him up into the silver medal position.
Yes, the moment.
So at this stage, with the number of missed lifts, he already has the silver medal.
He has, yes, that's right.
Because we've got 3 lifters yet to register a total and have themselves in all sorts of trouble. Right now, Alan Grenier. Speed was good. Did he get it down there?
Good question to ask. Yes,
he does.
He did. He's happy. Yeah.
So Eric Gunham, Sweden.
He's got up 7.5 kilo from his second, which he missed, but this will put him into silver medal in this
silver
squat.
medal, and it'll give him a personal best as well.
Of course, yes.
It's a big, big decision though to go up from a weight that you missed.
Was it confidence? It's a depth thing, and he could just maybe go a little bit deeper and get it in. He's a competitor.
Well, let's see how he goes.
Oh, yes.
Oh, he just misfooted.
He wasn't far out if he got it up.
He had it moving well, but just couldn't hold the balance. Let's have a look at the replay. Yeah, you can see his knees started to straighten faster than his back. So now we have Rogoma from Norway looking at 375, has missed his opener, has missed his second. He needs this to stay in the competition, register a total.
In fact, the next 3 lifters coming on the board all need to make the final
under pressure.
Stay in the competition. A lot of pressure. Can they do it? It's the World Championship. Do or die. Get the hips down. It's not look strong.
He moved it well.
Yes.
And he gets it on the board,
He's on the board.
saves his skin and rolls up into the silver medal position temporarily. So now 390 goes on the bar for Sergei Mashinkov from Russia, who is also in all sorts of trouble. Missed his open at 375, put it up to 390.
And missed it quite badly as well. So I'm a bit worried about him, but let's see.
Has he made
a
the wrong
former
decision
world
going
champion.
to 390? He has the experience on the international stage.
For sure.
He has the experience in his coaching team. If there's anyone that can pull themselves out of this, it is him. And it doesn't look heavy on his back.
No. Could drop the hips down. Oh dear. Now, did he go deep enough? Let's wait for the
referee now. Yes, he does. He gets it on the board and saves his skin, and we've got a competition now.
But looking at that, Gary, I mean, his first one was very, very high.
Yeah, look.
290 was really struggling with it.
Yeah, well, I think he
Come back.
pulled up short on that
Yeah.
second lift
And come out on your third
and
just
had no power out of the
explosion.
bottom.
Yeah.
Getting that extra depth on the third one gives him that
Explosion.
power out of the bottom. Right now, 397.5 to stay in the game.
Yeah.
Sergey Bilyi
Now
from the Ukraine.
The last two got theirs. Can Sergey get his in? This will put him into silver
Can he
medal
stay in the competition?
in the squats, and he needs to stay in the competition. He's one of the favorites.
We want him in there. We want a competition.
He's a competitor.
Really taking his time. Getting everything in
Yes,
to
he's
position.
got to get it right. He's got to get this right. Out slowly. Give it everything. Drop the hips.
Oh, he's fighting,
no.
but just can't get there.
He was-
What a
he's
disappointing way
What a big
to
disappointment.
finish his squats. Very, very disappointing for him. But he is a champion, and he will be back.
I'm sure he will be.
And we will see plenty of championships for him. But right now, Alexander Rubits, Ukraine, 430 kilograms.
Yeah.
Just shy of the world record at 433.
Which is a junior world record. Does he already hold this? I suspect he has.
It is his record.
But at the moment, he's thinking about the gold medal and not the record today.
That's right. I already own the world record. I don't need another one. He set that at the World Championships in Pilsen in 2017. Don't need a world record. I need another World Championships.
Yeah, he won a title. Won a title, world champion.
And with Billier, that has just opened the door for him.
Yeah. Still a junior. Only 23. Got one more. It's last year, I think, of the juniors.
Last year as a junior.
Big weight.
Gets the squat command. There it is. Moves it fast.
Oh, yes. Is it deep enough?
And
That is strong
referee
enough.
say it
To
is.
the one.
He gets that one on the board and puts himself in an extremely commanding position now. Well, it has been an absolute roller coaster in the squats, and I'm sure the bench is going to be just the same. Don't go away.
Stay with
10
it.
minutes right back here to watch these big boys battle it out. Welcome back to Dubai 2019 IPF World Open Powerlifting Championships. And boy, what a roller coaster ride in the squats. And
What
now,
excitement.
now we've got the bench. And if we look at the world records in bench, we've got 324 is the world record. And there's a few numbers on that board that are going to get awfully close to it. Barbosa opening 312 and a half.
This could be a month of a class.
Yeah, bench in the 105s. These are some huge numbers. If you look down this board, you got people opening over 300, even and very close to 300. Rupert's opening 290.
Yeah, unfortunately we lost one of the favorites.
Always disappointing.
It's always
and it just goes to show it doesn't matter how
Who
much
you are.
experience you've got. It can happen at any time. But right now, we will have Ricardo Fangaro from Brazil looking for 162 and a half. Just a reminder, we've got 2 flights. So we'll get through these flights. The first flight and move straight into the second one, and then we'll have a 10-minute break before deadlifts as well. And of course, a big shout out to our sponsors, Alico, who continually raise the bar, Uplift, who have put on this amazing competition, and SBD, some of the greatest lifting products on the planet. Right now, Ricardo Fangaro from Brazil, 162 and a half. Really taking his time there. Oh, gets a little bit offline there, but straightens it back up.
It back, yeah. Again, because he's opener, it's not
just
so heavy.
Just trying to control that shirt. And it's a lot of work trying to manage that shirt.
We talk about this all week, Gary, that it's really the bench is one of the most technical of the three
really technical lift, and when you throw a shirt in there, it becomes even more technical.
Everything has to be right. It has to be trained. You can't just go and buy a shirt.
Yeah, it's something that takes a lot of time to get used to. Mohammed Hakambuli, UAE, 180 kilograms.
40 seconds.
Oh, he got a bit wobbly on the start command there. He really sinks that into his chest.
He's benching raw. He's not wearing a shirt, is it?
Yeah, he squatted raw as well.
Yeah. Is this maybe his first competition? Is it his
could
own
well
country?
be. Yeah, I mean, it's United Arab Emirates. This is their first time at this competition.
Yes.
George Seeger, Great Britain. Looking for 205. Well below his personal best of 220.
Should be an easy opener for him.
And it is, clips the rack on the way back up there, but if it doesn't cause any assistance, it's absolutely fine. And he gets the 2 white lights. You can see in the replay there, I think he just clipped the rack. Yeah, there it is. And doesn't cause any assistance. If anything, it made it harder for him. Mustafa Yazdani from Iran, looking for 205.
Again, his personal best is 220, so should be.
Yeah, it's a good conservative opening lift.
Yeah.
You know, we saw such an up and down roller coaster ride in the squats. No pun intended from the up and down.
No.
And hopefully these guys have looked at that and adjusted their lifts accordingly. And probably a little bit tougher than he wanted, a little bit awkward on that right-hand side there.
Yeah,
but he gets the lights on the board. Adrian Locke from Canada, looking for 215.
Yeah, this is 5 kilo below his personal best, which is 220.
A good squat, 335.
Yes, it squatted well.
Now looking for 215 to open his bench. And you can see that the athlete from UAE has scratched his second and third lift. You can see that shirt really pushed down across the chest. And that should be a good lift, and it is. 3 white lights. So we move to John Hampson from Great Britain, 230 kilograms.
It's a very big opener. His personal best is 245, so just 15 kilo below.
Yeah, look, and he's got plenty of experience. He's
Yeah,
been competing
I'm
11
sure.
years. He's been on the
competing for a
stage
long
plenty of
time.
times before.
He's a powerlifting coach, so again, he should know what he's doing. The coach, he's got good coaches behind him. Drive it out.
Oh, plenty of speed.
Yeah. Should be a good lift.
Lots of speed off the chest, which is exactly what you want. He got one red light there.
Well, it's yellow, it's blue, sorry, which means not lock the elbow.
Not locking the elbows, possibly.
Possible. So look. Oh, that looks
good
blocked
from this
anyway.
angle.
Didn't come back down, so.
Can also be a little bit of up and down movement that the head referee might have thought he saw. But it's on the board. Jussi Kangasveri from Finland, 232 and a half. Got himself set up, wearing the Eleiko singlet.
Oh, that's comfortable.
That was absolute textbook.
He's got the yellow.
He did, he got a yellow card, I would say, for his head lifting off. Obviously, we can't see that from here.
No, can't see it, yeah.
But apart from that, textbook lift. Now, Takahito Akutsu from Japan, 260.
Squatted well with 352.
Very well, and he has a very good bench as well.
Yes.
So he'll be looking at just below his personal best of 270. Taking his time. Gets the start command. To really pull it down. And
just lost it.
Look, he struggled to get the touch there.
Yeah, it just couldn't get a touch. And the rule said the bar must be motionless.
He finally got the touch, but I think he just got himself out of position. Nyamdor Amasakan from Mongolia, 270.
Again, this should be a comfortable opener for him.
Yeah, he's got a personal best of 300, so 270 shouldn't be too much of a challenge for him. having to really, really work hard to get it down. And yeah, I mean, we talk about bench being technical. We talk about throwing in a shirt. It's even more technical. I mean, that's a really good example. You've got to get that balance right, weight and shirt.
Yeah.
And it's not an easy thing to do.
And again, the line, that
Yeah.
line is
And
so
it does
small.
often happen on the first lift, getting that balance right. Shirt's a little bit too tight. Can't get it down to the chest properly. It takes control of
and
the
then
bar path.
You got problem, yeah.
So we come around for their second lift now. Ricardo Fongaro from Brazil, 167.5.
Yes, he's increased by 5 kilo from his opener.
Trava, trava. Garante bem, garante bem. Calma. Trava. Pra trás.
And that
good.
was a good lift. Got a great coach in his corner. David Coimbra there. David G.I. Joe Coimbra.
Yeah, unfortunately,
You know, he put a
he missed
really
his
big performance
deadlift.
in.
Yeah.
Almost pulled himself into a bronze medal in the deadlift. George Seeger, 215.
Yeah. Just to give him, put him 5 kilo below his personal best.
He looks very calm, very composed. And
Yes,
made
looks a good
great
bench.
use of the power off the shirt there. Uses that real J motion or J curve. Gets 2 red lights though. Let's have a look.
Oh,
And
His
I
buttocks
think his
coming off the
butt
bench.
might have come off the bench there.
Let's
Let's
look.
have a look. There it is, yeah.
yes, he did.
So aside from that though, he made really
Oh, it's
good
a
use of
good-
the J
good
curve,
bench, yeah.
drove it back.
Yeah.
And Mustafa Yazdani from Iran, 215.
Again, he's put him 5 kilo below his personal best, and still got one more attempt to go after this.
Great to see that he's out there on time.
Yes, I remember on the squat. That looks good, driving it through.
Locks it out. And that should be a good lift. It is. 3 white lights. Handled that well. And then we move to 225 for Adrian Locke. So his personal best is 220. He did a 212.5 last year in Homestead. Did a 215
He
at
upped it to
Canadian
215.
Powerlifting Championships last year, where he picked up a gold medal. So now looking for 225.
25 seconds.
Oh, he got good
Did-
speed off the
With
chest.
the right side cam. Yeah.
Yep, and the bar
Send
just
to-
dropped a little bit.
Yeah. Downward movement.
He got good speed off the chest, and then it just sort of shifted back a little bit. And
Yep, you can see it right
you
there.
see his elbow drop. John Hampson, Great Britain, 235.
He's open with a good 230. Just to add 5 kilo.
So he did a 245. The World Opens back in 2014,
Fight it through. That looks good.
and he handled that 235 very, very well.
Three white lights and a good lift for John Hampson at 235 kilos, 240 next weight on the bar. Jussi Kangasvieri, Finland. Akutsu and Amasaikan get ready.
So Jussi Kangasvieri from Finland, looking for 240. His opening lift was very convincing.
Yes, it was. And this will put him just 5 kilo below his personal best, which is 245.
He has the extra power of the Alico singlet.
Oh,
He has
that looks
very,
comfortable.
very good line to his chest, and he follows that same line back up. And he got one red light just for lifting his head, I'd say. Maybe a little bit of movement for his head. I believe he got the same red light in the last one.
Yes, I think he did.
So now we go 260 for Takahito Akutsu from Japan.
Yeah, he missed this. He's up
Unlike out of character for him to miss an opening left, but it just looked like the shirt might have been a little bit too tight. He struggled to get it to the chest.
Yes, he did. So let's see if he made the adjustment. Is he look a bit lower than it at his chest? Would be a good idea to pull it down.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on why. I mean, he's
Why
going to
he's
walk
got
off the platform and tell his coach
He wouldn't
what
know
he
why.
felt, what went wrong. I mean, he's
Okay.
very experienced.
Yes.
I mean,
yes.
quite often pulling it down will give you more tightness. But he's going to walk off. He's going to know exactly why it didn't feel right. And it could have been in the sleeves, might not have been the chest.
Right. Let's see what happened. He's fighting it down.
That's a better line.
Much better.
That's much better. So a few little adjustments, and you can see
Yeah.
how much easier it was.
Yeah.
Still
The last
had to
time he
work it.
could get it to touch.
Still had to work it down, but he got it there a lot easier. And he gets that one on the board. The Endor from Mongolia, 280.
Now again, he missed 270, and he's
Going up
gone
to
up to 280. I know he got a personal best of 300, so you think that still should be okay. But you want to get your first one on the board, is it?
You've got to get that number on the board. When it comes to a powerlifting competition, especially international, doesn't matter what your personal best is.
Don't mean a
Only
thing.
matters what you put on the board here.
Where did he done it? Where did he done 300? Yeah. In a local competition, this is a world stage. Running on time, 10 seconds.
Yeah, he's cutting it close, isn't he?
Very close.
Oh, 2
2
seconds to spare.
No, not even
Yeah,
close.
He's just really struggling. Let's have a look at the replay. And the shirt just completely took control out.
No, we
we'll have a
replay.
really good look of the Brazilian lifter about to come out, though. So Ricardo Fungaro for his third lift at 175.
And this is just 2.5 kilo below his personal best.
Bars loaded, 175 kilos, Ricardo Fongaro, Brazil.
Has 2 good lifts, 162.5, 167.5. Can he get 3 from 3? It's a tough ask and a quick bench too. Working it down. Touches in exactly the same place he did first time.
Yes.
Now the question is, did everything stay on the bench? It did. He
Yes,
gets it
well
on the
done.
board.
3 good bench. Well done.
Very, very good job there. And you can see the chalk line on his shirt. He touched in exactly the same place. So George Seeger from Great Britain.
He missed this on his second. Yes, that looks better.
And it is 3 white lights.
220 next weight on the bar. Yazdani of Iran. Lock and Hansen, get ready. Bars loaded, 220 kilos, Mustafa Yazdani.
Mustafa is checking. This will equal his personal best.
Yeah,
He went
it'd be nice to
215.
see him get 3 from 3.
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah, George Seeger from Great Britain. I could have sworn he used to lift for Australia. I'll have to have a look in the break.
So he changed country. Okay. It happens.
Yeah, I'll have to have a look in the break and see. But right now, Mustafa Yazdani, Iran, 220.
Equal his personal best.
Didn't have a great time on squats.
No, he didn't.
But he's
Rushing
having
it.
a fantastic time on the bench.
Keep it working.
Can he lock and screw
Ah,
those
he
triceps
can't.
in? Not quite there. Almost got that to lock out, but just not quite in the end. But he gave it everything he had. So Adrian Locke, Canada, 2-3-0 for a big, big personal best for the Royal Canadian Air Force Aviation Systems Technician. Looking for 230. He missed 225 on his second.
He did.
5 kilos at this size and weight, not a huge amount.
You're right.
And could be just what he needs to really push
Bring
down
that-
that little bit
yeah, and
further and drive out.
Oh, that looks good.
That looks like a good lift. Clipped the rack on the way up, but didn't
Well,
provide
did
any
support it.
assistance.
Now it's got it.
2 white
Well done.
lights.
He's happy.
You should be able to see in the replay. And as we said, it can clip the rack, providing it doesn't
Not
provide
use it
assistance.
as a support.
And didn't provide assistance. It probably made it a lot harder for him. John Hampson, Great Britain, 240.
Yeah, just to give him 3 for 3. It's open with 230, and then 235, and this was another 5 kilo.
Plenty of
Look at
speed.
you.
Looks good. Should be 3 from 3. It is. And he's
Well
pretty
done.
happy with that too. So 247.5 goes on. Yusi Hangasviri looking for 3 from 3 as well. It'll be a nice little personal best for him.
And this should be a personal best. Still 2.5 kilo above his personal best. So if he's successful, it will be a new personal best.
45 seconds.
Drive hard, get the arms working.
Oh, I think he's going to do it.
I think he have.
As
Let's
long
see
as
what the
everything
referee
stayed
say.
down, he should be good. He is.
Yes.
And his head stayed down that time.
The head stayed down.
Still
yeah.
got a red light from the centre referee for something else.
He got a blue.
But his head stayed down.
I'm not sure.
Great
I
way to
suspect
finish.
maybe he pressed the wrong button. I don't know.
Fantastic way to finish, though, 3 from 3.
Certainly did.
Takahito Akutsu looking 265, open to 260. Just didn't have the suit balanced right. Got it right. Absolutely smoked it on the second. Now looking for 265.
Yeah.
25 seconds.
Japanese coaching staff watching on. Big breath in. You can see him push that,
Keep it
try and push that
tight.
chest up.
Drive.
Oh, that
I'll
was
tell
better
you
than
what,
his
that
first
looks
and his
good.
second. And it is. Look,
Well done.
It looked better than his first and his second. Now we have the pressure lift. Leandorj from Mongolia opened at 270, missed it. Put it up to 280, missed it. Now looking for 290 and just trying to stay in the competition.
Is that a way to do it?
As a coach, it probably wouldn't be my way of doing
It's
it.
certainly not my way.
But I'm not out the back,
No.
and I'm not
But
knowing
based,
what the
based on
athlete's
his
feeding back to
second
me.
attempt to 80, it was not
look,
even near.
and it's always a
So,
tough call. I mean,
yeah.
it's not unusual in a quit bench to see a miss, and
And then get in third.
and you're thinking this is it. He's never going to make it, and
Well,
he absolutely destroys it.
I wished him well. That's all I'm going to do at the moment.
He got himself all out of sorts on the way down. What a
Gary,
shame.
that was never going to happen.
Look,
I'm sorry.
It was coming down well. As soon as it started to twist, though, you can see he was coming down really well, but then one side pulled faster than the other, and once it sort of starts to twist like that, you're never going to bring it back.
With those white.
So we move straight into the second flight now. Sergei Bilye from the Ukraine, who unfortunately missed all 3 squats, and it looks like he's carrying a bit of an injury by the look of it.
It's holding his leg.
I think he's got lower back problems.
Is that what it is?
Very tender.
Yeah, he's got an injury of some sort. He's just trying to.
And he's put 75 on the.
If I was
bar.
him, I would just let it go for the day.
And he's put 75. This is a bicep curl for him.
Yeah.
One-handed.
Yeah. Is it worth it?
You know, look,
I'm not sure.
it's a tough call. I mean, he might be coming out here to sort of see, you know, is this a really bad injury? What sort of things hurt it? I mean, because you can actually hurt yourself doing a squat or in training, and you can still actually pull a deadlift without any problems.
Or if you got an injury the other way around, you can cause more problems by
so
maybe go away, get some ice on it, get some treatment and relax.
Yeah, so it's a tough call.
Yeah, it's a tough call.
Rida Hussein, Egypt, 185. And he scratched his second, his third.
Yeah, he's just taking it one.
I'd be interested to see if he's just hanging around to see if he can actually put a deadlift on the board. So 185. Oh, I think that was a double movement on the bar there.
I think downward movement. That should be blue. Yeah, red, blue.
So no lift.
Okay, so the bar. Yep, that's gone down there.
So Eric Gunham from Sweden, 225. So his personal best is 242 and a half. So this is a very well chosen opening lift.
I think he's going to look for 3 bench here. And looking at his opening deadlift, I think he's going to just pick his poundage.
And that's the thing in powerlifting. You come into a competition, that was a brilliant opening lift.
Absolutely easy opener.
You come into a powerlifting competition, you look at the nominations and you think, you know, what chance have I got? These guys are well ahead of me. I've nominated 6. Everything can happen, and if you can just get 3 on your squats, 3
pick
on
your
your
poundage,
bench,
get 3 in.
You can find yourself running for a gold medal.
Yeah.
Tommy Marta from Finland, 250.
He's opening 10 kilo below his personal best. Oh, just lost it.
Yeah, just couldn't quite get the timing right on that. He's not happy with it. See, he just lifted up his hips and got a bit out of shape there. So Martin Lang from Germany then 252 and a half. So he hit a 260 earlier this year in the European Championships. Did a 262.5 at the Worlds last year in Halmstad, Sweden.
So this should be comfortable.
He's quite familiar with his weight.
Oh
And
yes,
he makes
that's
it look
a
very easy.
opener.
Gets that one on the board very easily. He'll be happy with that. Takes a little bit of pressure off. Sergei Mashinkov from Russia now looking for 260.
Yeah, he could be among the gold medalists, or the medalists, as you said, at the end.
He's got himself a very solid squat on the board at 390.
390. And he's a fairly good puller as well. His opener is 325, so...
Yeah, this is going to go a long way.
Yeah, it certainly is.
Gets the touch.
Oh, yes.
And a solid bench.
Easy up there.
Got a nice, quick press call, which is what he really needed. He didn't have it all his own way on the squats, though.
No, he didn't.
Opened and
he
missed.
started to give us some
second
shots.
And missed, and then absolutely destroyed the third one. Wargemo, Norway, 277.5.
Yeah, he leaves it to this last squat to get one
Yeah,
in.
I mean, there's nothing. You like to build the tension and the excitement in the room.
Certainly was some tension. Yeah.
277.5. Wargemo from Norway.
Control it.
And that was tough for an
the
opening
right
lift.
arm was struggling. What the
Very
referee say?
tough for an opening lift.
No.
Hips.
Got
Butt
yellows.
has come off the ground there,
look.
off the bench. Let's have a look. Yeah, there it is.
Yes, came up.
Christopher Eikeland from Norway then will want 287.5.
Yeah, it's a decent bench, huh? He's got a personal bid of 307.5, so 287.5 should be comfortable.
Well, all he needs to do is be consistent.
Yep.
Get the numbers on the board, and he can stay in touch with that top group.
25 seconds.
Oh, that's easy. Open.
Made that look easy. So now we load to 290. Alexander Rubits from the Ukraine, 290 with a monster 430 squat.
He's the man to beat today, I think. But
anything can
happen.
happen.
Anything can happen.
So
It's
if
powerlifting.
he puts this on the board, he can then add a little bit through the bench. And it's always good to get that first one on to take the pressure off. Smooth to the chest. Just trying to. And just
didn't get the
couldn't
touch.
get it to the touch. Can see the shirt started to shift and pull a bit, maybe a little bit too tight. And I mean, he's going to go at the back. He's going to talk to his coach. They're experienced, and he's going to know.
yes,
he's going to
I'm
know
sure.
exactly what to tell them of what happened, and they'll make a decision. We'll either put a little bit more on it, or we'll adjust the shirt a little bit. Alan Grenier, France, 305. Yeah, as we were saying before, it's not unusual in bench equipped to see someone miss their opener, miss their second. It looks like it's all because they're not strong enough,
And just get him
and then
that
smoke the
just
third.
adjustment to get it right, yeah.
So 305 for Alan Grenier. He's having to work it. He gets it to the
Get the arm
top,
through.
locks it out. From this angle, it looks like a good lift. It
And
is.
it is.
Handled that very well. So then, Vanderlei Barbosa, the Brazilian bodyguard,
Yes.
looking for 312 and a half.
He has a personal best of 320. So again, this should be comfortable.
He has a good build for a quick bench too.
Yeah, it looks it on it.
He should be able to get that chest
Good
up high,
upper.
reduce the
strong
range of
upper.
motion.
Firma bem as costas que é duro aí. Firma bem. Vai na posição a hora que ele safrar. Isso. Garante bem. Aqui. Aqui. Vem.
And
finish it.
locks it at the top. And he gets it.
Yeah.
2 white lights. So now 315. Dashegve from Mongolia. 315.
Yeah.
And
Big opener.
And traditionally, Mongolian lifters
Good
have been very
benches.
good benches.
Yeah,
When
good
they
benches.
first came into the IPF, great benches, had a lot to learn on squat and deadlift, but boy, have they developed as
They're
athletes.
not.
Their coaching's developed, their
They are a
federation's developed.
force to reckon with at the moment. And they're growing all the time. His personal best is 330. So this is 15 kilo below.
And the world
His
record
personal
is
best.
324.
Yes. So if this is good, he may have a Takate with the world record. Let's see.
He needs to set up a little bit
Yeah.
faster because he's only got 15 seconds left. And he still hasn't taken the bar.
Now he's struggling. 5 seconds is now he can't do it. No.
Yeah, timed out, unfortunately. And this is where competition experience comes into play. If you have a really
just couldn't
long,
get it set up and
and
end
if
up
you have a
gone.
long setup and something goes wrong,
Times are going.
it just doesn't work.
So I want to give himself the full minute on
And he's,
platform.
and he's probably coming in with a plan too to look 315, maybe 320, then
And then
maybe
go for
go
the
for the world
world.
record. Now he's
So
got
the
to
win,
say,
well, it's not only win there, but it make it more difficult.
certainly going to make it a lot harder. Arida Hussein, Egypt, 185 for a second attempt. Missed it on his opening attempt.
Shouldn't be. He's got a personal best at 250. So
Shouldn't have been a
shouldn't
difficult
be.
one for him.
And then the new federation in the IPF, Egypt.
123 nations. Now,
35 seconds.
just getting himself ready. He's taking the bar.
Did he wait for the signal? I don't think he waited for
I
it.
didn't hear
He
a start
didn't.
command.
He didn't wait for it.
I didn't hear a start command. I see one. No,
he
he's
didn't.
beaten the command. He got a
I get-
little bit
he looked at-
excited.
He looked at your sky. What did I do then?
Got a little bit excited. Just wanted to get it done. But you've got to wait for the start command. Start, press, and rack. So Eric Gunham from Sweden now 232 and a half.
Yeah,
Got his opener at 225.
he looks in pretty good form so far. Squatted well with 355.
Got it very well.
225 bench. He's gone up 7.5 kilo. I think he's looking for 3 bench press, 3 good bench. See where we are. Come the deadlift.
Yeah, just trying to put them all on the board, just
Yep.
chipping away. Got his opener on there.
That looks comfortable as well.
Yeah, 232.5 looked very good. Gets the 2
got-
white lights, and that is the right way to do it. 225, 232.5,
Maybe
240.
235 or 237.5,
Yep.
yeah.
Tommy Marta, 250.
He missed this on his opener.
Yeah, I think.
Can't quite remember.
Yeah, I think he'll adjust everything. I'm just watching to see what Gunham puts in. I imagine he's going to put a 240 in next, and just try and get those extra 7.5 kilos.
37.5. If he really wants to make sure.
That'll keep him in the mix.
Yep.
So Tommy Marta.
Yes, driving
And
through.
I tell you, I think his hips lifted again.
Yeah, I could see some movement from the hip. Let's see. No.
And he gets
He's got
away and gets it on the board. Martin Lang, 260. And Gunham's putting a 237.5.
I suspect
That'll
that's what
keep
he's,
himself,
he's
keep him in the
looking
mix.
for 3 good bench today.
And that extra 5 kilos could go a very long way at the end to move up the rankings. Martin Lang looking for 260 from Germany.
So we'll keep him in 6th place in the bench press. Must have got 1 attempt to go after this. Oh, that is comfortable.
Very, very good lift.
Oh.
Unfortunately,
Got 2
lifted.
yellow. Red, yellow. His hip came off the bench.
Yeah, that would be the yellow card. Let's have a look at the replay. There it is.
Yeah, I can see it, yeah.
Unfortunate. Sergei Mashinkov from Russia now 270. Open to 260. Gave us all the scare on the squats. Just built that anticipation in the stadium for everyone, making sure everyone was feeling excited.
Excited. This will put him, take him from 5th to 4th in the bench press.
His opening lift at 260 looked very good.
Yes, it was. That
And
looks
his
good as
second
well.
lift looks good too. And Grenier has put in a 324.5 for his second attempt, which will be a world record attempt.
Yeah.
But right now, Rogoma from Norway, 277.5. He missed this on his second. On his first.
His first, yeah.
Needs to put it on the board to take the pressure off.
He's not having a good day so far. I mean, he had to work to get his last squat in.
It's been rough.
Yeah. That's better. He's good luck. No, he's saying no.
Get the lock out there. Just didn't quite get enough speed off the chest. So he's put himself under a bit of pressure now. Alexander Rupert's now 290. He missed his opening lift.
Yes. Yes, he need to nail this, otherwise he's going to be under pressure.
Under a lot of pressure.
On his third to get 1 on the board.
I mean, Alexander is a good bencher,
Yeah,
and he's a
he
good
is.
athlete all round.
Yeah. You think he made the
And-
adjustment here, you think?
Yeah,
And
look, I think he's going to go.
Okay.
He's gone out the back. He said to the coach, "This is what I felt. This is what happened." The coach has gone, "Yep, okay, this is what we do, and we fix it." Yeah, got down to his chest. So much easier on that one.
I
But
tell you what,
just couldn't get the
he's
power.
having problem
No, I don't think it's a problem with his
don't think so?
strength. I think it's more of a problem with getting
with
the
the
balance
bench, with
with
the
the
shirt.
shirt right. The first
Well,
one.
I mean, he has problem because
Yeah.
he now down to his final attempt to get one on the board.
He's under pressure.
Yeah.
I think the
Yeah,
first
but
one,
it's
the
a-
first one
yeah.
he came out, the shirt seemed too tight, couldn't get it down there. Second one, he got it down very easily. He's going to find that middle ground. And, you know, we've seen equipped so many times someone come out and just nail their third
Yeah.
after, completely
Well, let's
missing the others.
hope so in his
Yeah, let's
case.
keep our fingers
I mean,
crossed that he does
We
that.
certainly we don't want to lose him at the moment, but he's
So
got to get one on the board.
Eikeland from Norway, who's got one on the board. Now wants 295.
Yeah. His personal best is 307.5, so
He's a tanning bed salesman. Maybe I can give him a call and get one sent to Belarus.
over the
he's a
shoulders.
Great bencher,
Yeah,
isn't
that's good benching.
he? He is a great bencher. So now we move to 315. Does Shigver
Yeah, he
from
missed this on
Mongolia.
his first attempt.
So again, another lifter needing to get this one on to take the pressure off. Timed out on his first one.
He's got plenty of time. Well, if he doesn't have to rack it, he's got some time. That seems to be okay.
And
Is it locked out?
somehow he got it to the top.
No,
No.
it didn't look locked to me.
It
It looked as if the arm was
yeah,
fully locked
it
out.
moved down as well.
Yeah, well,
The bar
saying
dipped.
his downward movement, but his arm didn't look locked at all.
And
to
there's
top.
the downward
Yeah,
movement
yeah,
twice.
big downward movement.
So he's under pressure now at 315. He hasn't got a lift on the board yet. Vanderlei Barbosa, the Brazilian bodyguard,
Yeah.
looking for a 322.5 to get a personal best.
Well, it's up now. 312.5 was comfortable, so this should, like you say, it's built for bench pressing. Is
He
it? That powerlifting.
is built for bench, and given that he's a very large bodyguard, I'm going to ensure that he realises I'm saying that as a compliment.
Staying on this side.
Please
It's
don't
good
come
side.
looking for me after the competition.
It's driving it, and no, it
Just
came
couldn't quite
back
get the
there.
right hand side moving. He has lots of power and lots of strength. And I think he'll come out and he'll get that on the third. Sometimes it's also a case of feeling the weight too. Now he's felt that. But
Yeah.
right now we've got a world record.
Yes,
Alan
we
Grenier
have.
from France. 324.5 kilograms.
It's gone from 305 is up now.
That is a
And
big,
a
big
massive
jump.
jump to 324.5, the world record.
324.5 kilograms. It is a big jump. He is a very big man. Weighed in at 104.8. Weighed in right on the money.
Yeah. World record attempt.
Probably gave his coach a heart attack at weigh-in. 324.5 kilograms.
This will certainly give him the gold medal in the bench press.
Well,
And
if
a
you,
world
if you want
record.
the gold medal after this, you're going to have to break a world record.
Exactly. Again. Keep it tight. Can he do it? Drive through the arms.
Oh, I think it might have dipped down. He got it at the top, but I think that bar dropped.
Let's see.
It
No. Blues.
So no lift, unfortunately, but he has another attempt at it. And right now, another man who's in trouble, Rida Hussein from Egypt.
Yes.
Missed his 185 opener, missed his 185 second. Now he is under absolute pressure to stay in this competition.
Now, if I remember right, he didn't wait for the signal, for
Yeah,
the bench
he got,
signal.
he got a little bit excited on the second one
I think
and didn't wait for the start
he
command.
finished and he looked to the sky and thought, out to the roof, and said, "What did I do?"
And, you know, that is an experience thing.
It's
The
very
one
much
thing-
so.
and,
Very much so.
how many times does it happen to so many young lifters and even experienced lifters? You come out there, the adrenaline's pumping, you just want to get it done. You get the bar in your hands and you go for it and think, oh my God.
You're not
I
used to doing
forgot.
it in training as well, you know. Oh, he wait this time.
Very good. There we
Easy
go.
lift. Easy lift.
That should be a good lift. Let's wait and see.
Yes.
It is. And he stays in the competition. Breathes a very big sigh of relief. So Eric Gunham, 237.5.
Yes.
And this is just to keep him up there in that
This-
top half,
Yeah,
that
I
top
think
group.
he just want to get three good bench in there.
Waiting
And
waiting
then-
for the deadlift.
Yeah, wait for deadlift. Yeah.
And
No.
just a little bit
Yeah.
tough today.
I mean, 232.5 was comfortable.
Yeah, look,
But
I
on
mean,
that 5 kilo on,
and it really did just look, I didn't really do a lot wrong. It just looked like I was a bit too heavy today.
his personal best is 242, so he's done that before.
Yeah, and it's tough. I mean, you know what powerlifting is like.
Yes, I do.
You can, one day you're putting up an 800 total.
Yeah.
Next time you're putting up a 700 total.
Again, you're traveling,
Yeah,
you're
look,
competing at a different time of the day. It's lots of things.
Your
go
training
wrong.
and your competition has to work
Yep.
for the conditions at the
That's
time.
true.
But Tommy Martin from Finland, 255.
Oh, he's working. Did he lock
Gets
it
it to
again?
the top. Let's see what the referees say. No lift.
No, didn't lock it. Seems to be on his right side.
He just started to ladder all over the place. His foot moved. Everything was moving. Martin Lang, 265.
Personal best. He missed 260
Now just
on
trying
the
to
second.
put on an extra few kilos to stay in
Stay in
touch.
touch.
Seconds.
265. Be nice to get this one on the board as a personal best plus those extra few kilos.
Looks good.
He does just that. He gets it to the top. Referee say it's a good lift.
Well done indeed. Good bench.
Very well done. And it moved very smoothly all the way through. So Sergei Mashinkov from Russia, looking
Yeah.
at 277.5. Just under his personal best. He's had 2 good lifts so far.
I tell you what, if he gets this, it could be in the mix at the end.
Well, he's already made 100% improvement on his strike rate from squats.
I think he was World
left it-
European champion about 2 years
Yeah,
ago, I think,
he's-
if I remember.
Plenty of championship medals around his neck.
He's working through. Think he's got it.
When he took it down to his chest, it didn't look great, but somehow
Certainly
he
got it back up.
straightened it back up again, and he gets it on the board. So he misses his first squat, misses his second squat, gets his third, then goes 3 from 3 on the bench. He just loves creating excitement. So right now, this man's in all sorts of trouble.
Yes,
Ulgumo
unfortunately.
from Norway,
It was-
277 and a
It
half.
was down to his final squat to keep in the competition, and now down to his final bench to stay in the
He has
competition.
put himself under
A
pressure
lot of
here.
pressure.
You know, selecting the opening lift number is so important because you can't go backwards.
Nope. Keep it tight. Get big drive. Oh no, it's
And
gone.
It's just not
No,
going to happen.
it's gone. What a
Very,
shame.
very disappointing. He worked so hard to get some numbers on the board, and now, unfortunately, he won't be able to total. He can still come out and medal
Oh,
in
yes,
the
and
deadlift
good.
and compete in the deadlift.
Yep.
And another man that's in all sorts of strife, Alexander Rupets, Ukraine.
Yeah. One of the favorites.
Shouldn't
He's
have
under
found
pressure.
himself in this position at all, but he has. And
At the start of the day, you thought that's certainly one of the favorites to win it.
look, at the start,
with
I mean, that's,
Billy.
and that's the thing, is that
And
you
he
look at the
thought-
nominations
yeah.
and you think, yeah, these guys have got it.
Yeah, of
But
course.
powerlifting does not work
Yeah.
like that.
Could be a new world champion if he doesn't get this.
290. And following this, we've got a couple of world record attempts coming up as well.
Let's wish him well.
That looks
Struggling.
better.
Get
right
the arm
side.
out. It's
I don't
not
think he's
locked.
gonna get
No,
it. He
he's lost
hasn't.
it. Oh dear.
He is going to be extremely disappointed and extremely upset with himself. He's usually so much more consistent.
Two favorites gone.
They looked like they had the shirt right on that one, but he just couldn't get that right-hand side moving properly. What a disappointment. So two of our top runners
Yes.
that came
He's gone.
into this as nominated and looking like favourites are now out of the running
Both
for
right.
overall medals. So Christopher Eikeland from Norway now looking at 300. And all of a sudden, the door
It's
for those
wide
medals at
open.
the top is wide open. .300 kilograms. He hit the 287 and a half. He hit the 295. Can he go 3 from 3?
Well, this will keep him in third place in the bench press. But his personal best is 307.5. So again, should be comfortable. Well, fairly comfortable. This last one was good. Keep it tight.
He is such a good bencher.
Fight it tight. Was it locked? Was the lock tight? No.
Not quite, no. It looks like butt off the bench. And I think we might see the coach go to the jury on that one. Yeah, he's taking a walk over there. He's got 2 yellow cards, which is the butt coming off the bench. I don't think he's going to get any joy from
No,
the jury.
I don't think so.
But what an effort. He's such a good bencher. Right now, though, the Shegve from Mongolia needs this to stay in the competition. He timed out on his first one. Couldn't put it all together on his second. And that's it. You need to open at the right number, because if you miss your opening lift, you can't drop any weight.
Nope. Can't go backwards.
If you open too high, you can't drop any weight and recover. If you open too low, you get it on the board and you can add weight for
You
your next
cannot
lift.
from there. This is why you got 3 attempts.
Here we go. To stay in the competition at 315. It would also put him in gold medal position. Oh,
No,
not quite
it's locked.
there.
So
Couldn't quite
unfortunately,
get it there again. So he,
can't make a total.
I am wrong,
No.
sorry, from our
He's
angle.
got it.
It was 2 white lights.
Oh,
Reminder at home, we have a very different angle here than what the referees are seeing. So right now, though, world record attempt. So currently, the lifter from Mongolia is in the gold medal position in the bench. 324 and a half goes on the bar for Alan Grenier from France. Missed this world record attempt on his second. Has another attempt at it
Yes.
for a world
It
record.
wasn't far off. So with
it
some,
was-
like I said, with maybe a few
There was
adjustments.
a hair's
Yeah.
feather in it. 3:24.5 for a world record and to move into the gold medal position. If he misses this, he has the bronze medal in the bench. Looks good on the way down, but just a little too much and couldn't quite get it. So he has the bronze medal in the bench. But don't go anywhere because 3:25.5 is going on the bar now because Barbosa, the bodyguard from Brazil, wants a world record as well. And it's a big call. He opened at 3:12.5, missed 3:22.5, now wants the world record. He has the silver medal. This will give him the world record and the gold medal in the bench.
Yes, it will do. It's got a personal best of 3:20, so it's within. It's done there before.
He's
Near enough.
certainly.
And like I said,
He's certainly kicked
it
around
looks
that
like
area.
a bench presser, doesn't it?
He certainly does that, and we mean that in the nicest of ways.
No, it's nicest way.
Of course, Mr.
His
Barbosa.
upper body looks. World record.
3:25.5.
Trava é sua. Senta, Vanderlei. Aqui. Aqui, tá vindo. Calma. Press.
Oh, did he beat the press command then?
Good try. No, it's too much.
And just couldn't quite get it there. You know what?
Well done
It
to
wasn't a bad idea to have that attempt though at 3:25. It wasn't far off what he can do. Well, I'll tell you what, it has been another roller coaster ride, haven't we? We've lost another favourite.
You know.
Don't go anywhere. 10 minutes time. Who knows what is going to unfold?
Nobody knows. I mean, this is powerlifting.
We'll see you back here. 10 minutes for the deadlift. Welcome back to Dubai for the 2019 IPF World Open Powerlifting Championships. What a dramatic turn of events so far.
Really, that really was.
Came into the 105s with a couple of really clear favourites in there. We have now got 4 lifters who can't put up a total.
And 3 of them would have
3
been
of
in the
those
mid.
were your
would have
top
been-
ones.
Yeah, would have been in the mix. So.
And now the door has swung open.
And somebody sitting there back thinks, well, hang on a bit, I could be world champion here
Well,
today.
the door's swung open for a new world champion to take the stage. And we're about to kick off in about 10 seconds. And, of course, none of this possible without our great sponsors, Alico, continually raising the bar. Not only do they make the best waffle lines in the world, they also make the best weightlifting and powerlifting equipment on the planet. Uplift, who have put this competition together and produced one of the greatest online coaching platforms in the world, and SBD, honestly, it really is the best lifting equipment you can put your hands on. Their belts, their knee sleeves, everything they make is top quality, first class. Ricardo Fungaro from Brazil, 230. Now, for those that are left in the competition, can we please put the opening lift on the board?
Yes, you need to get that first one on. That should be good. He should be in the competition still.
And he gets the 3 white lights. I'm not saying anything about white lights until the referees say so now.
That they did look quite comfortable. So it's quite safe.
Now we have the Amdorj from Mongolia looking at 250. So he cannot total, but he can go after a personal best
in the deadlift.
On the deadlift. And 250 is looking good. It is. Now Takahito Akutsu from Japan. 270, well under his best of 302.5.
Yes. He's had a good day. Squat 352, bench 265.
Now, if you're new to powerlifting, and I hear it from a lot of new athletes, I'm not going to compete until my numbers are competitive. Compete, because powerlifting on the day, anything can happen. So Takahito looking for 270.
That looks like easy up now.
Yeah, not a problem at all with that one. So he locks in a total now. So John Hampson now 295 from Great Britain.
Yeah, he squatted 332.5. He benched 240. And now he's opening up with a 295.
Well under his personal best of 327.5.
Again, very safe opener, we hope.
So just a bit of movement from the referees and the jury. I think Big Mike, centre referee, wants that bar cleaned properly.
Okay.
He's just checking something.
There's plenty of chalk around, so it's always good to clean the bar. And maybe it's a bit of blood as well, because if there's blood on the bar, it must be clean off before it can.
He's just making sure there's no sweat or anything that's going to cause anyone to slip.
He's feeling it, so there's something wasn't quite right.
And Big Mike there, USA coach as well, referee. So here he comes, 295 for John Hampson, Great Britain.
That looks good.
That looked very, very comfortable. It's exactly what you want.
He will make a total for sure.
Next weight on the bar, 300 kilos.
Yeah, it looked very comfortable with that one. It was well under his personal best as well.
Yeah.
Kangaslieri, get ready.
Mohammed Bully from UAE, 300 kilograms.
Not sure about him. He's got a 220 squat, a 180 bench.
He has
So
been-
is he just come for a deadlift?
Well,
Let's
no, it was
see.
interesting. He raced out to do his first squat
Yeah.
with 14 seconds left. Had a few problems with his bench.
Not a bad deadlift at all. It's pretty good.
And pulls the 300. And gets two white
Got
lights.
a red.
Yeah, I think the
which is
red
saying
center referee suggested his knees were a little bit
wasn't
on the
locked,
soft
maybe.
side.
So look. Maybe yeah, look a bit.
Yeah, look,
not much.
I always tell the guys I work with, be convincing.
Yes. Lock that knee, shoulder back.
Make it
Done.
really obvious that you've locked your knees. Make it really obvious that your hips are through.
Yeah, and your shoulders back.
Adrian Locke, Canada, 300. $15 kilos under his personal best.
That looks good.
And he gets
Again,
the
he's got one red. Again, are they saying the knee's not locked? Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, not sure what they saw there. I mean, obviously the referees can see something we can't see from where they're sitting. But right now, Jussi Kangaslieri from Finland, 300 kilograms. And
Should be good.
he moved it well. He wasn't
Yeah.
overly convincing in the lockout, though.
Yeah. Got a yellow.
Looked like he really found it hard to lock. He got it there in the end.
Can't see why a yellow, but there you are.
George Seeger
Go on.
now from Great Britain, 305.
Is this George? I think that may be an ex-Aussie.
Yeah, I'm sure he used to compete for Australia, but I will find out.
His personal best is 341.5.
Well, 305 was
So,
very
I
easy.
think that's an easy one. It's way below his personal best, so he's making sure he's in the competition.
And look, it's not unusual for athletes to migrate to other countries.
Yes,
Of
it
course,
is.
they
Of
want to
course
keep
it-
powerlifting
of
because it's that
course.
sort of sport.
Of course.
So they get a release.
It's within the rules.
Yeah,
You
they
can
get
do
a,
that.
they
yeah.
get a release from their
Yeah.
original
From the
country,
country. I think they need a letter of
Yep,
some sort to
and
say
then they
yes.
can compete.
Yeah.
Mustafa Yazdani, Iran,
It's a big opener.
330.
His PB is 350, so it's a big opener.
And we can't see him anywhere.
Is he not coming
I'm
out?
not sure what's happening. He's right over the back of the warm-up room there,
He's
and
got
might be finding his way
40
through.
seconds.
Well, he doesn't like to race things out. He just likes to take his time.
It's 30 seconds. Out. Is he coming through?
Well, thankfully, he doesn't have to wait for a start
Oh, he's coming
command.
up. I can see him.
Thankfully, he doesn't have to wait for a start command. It might be a little bit of an issue with
Oh, well, of
tech-
course they got
technical here.
Well, now do they have to reset the clock? Because
No,
they stop him coming out.
They've stopped him coming out from a technical issue with his equipment, which is
Which
his
equipment?
responsibility.
What are they saying?
There's something to do with the straps on his.
It's supposed to be a certain length, I
It
think.
is, yep. So that will time out. And
Yeah,
yes,
it's
the
not,
coach
it's not
can
coming
cer-
off,
the
not
coach-
leaving the platform.
The coach can certainly talk to the jury, but in the meantime, they need to set the bar for Ricardo Frangara from Brazil for 245.
Yeah, he had an opener with 230, which was comfortable.
Yeah, look, the coach can go and have a talk to the jury, and
Well,
if it happens that it wasn't at fault of the athlete or the coaches, and he'll get a relift. But in the meantime, he has to really move and allow Ricardo to have his lift.
Technical controller will decide whether or not he's got the right equipment on. And like I said, he must leave the stage once he's been told to.
So 245 for Ricardo.
Second attempt.
Oh, just couldn't quite hang on to it at the top there. No lift, unfortunately. Just lost his grip at the top. He'll be a bit disappointed there. Yamdoj Hamasakan from Mongolia, 260. So he cannot put a total on.
Nope.
So he's going for a 260 second. It'll be 10 kilos under his personal best. Oh, he's having a hard time, just can't quite lock it out. A lot of these guys having a really, really
Not a
rough
very good
day.
day.
It is a tough day at the office. Takahito Akutsu from Japan. We'll take a look at 285 and see if he can get his second lift on.
Yes. He has a good day. Squatted well, bench well, and this would be also a good deadlift, which would give him a 902.5 kilo total.
Still well under his personal best.
Yeah. But again, it's only about 10 kilo below his personal best
Getting
total.
very close to his personal best total. Really taking his time.
Yeah. But
getting his focus.
27 seconds.
You don't have to wait for a start command.
No.
No one's going to re-rack you on this one.
Looks good.
Gets that one to the top. Handles it quite well.
Got one blue. Mean he wasn't fully what's happening? Well, that looks okay.
I think they might have felt that he shifted forward a little bit before the down command.
Yeah, I think that might be the case.
But I think he shifted forward right on that down command. And the centre referee gave him a white light, and he's the one that made the command. John Hampson, Great Britain, 310. And got the down command just in time there.
Just in time. Yeah, 3 white light.
You see some of these athletes too, will, on their last lift in particular, they'll get the down command and they'll hang around, look around and go, yep, I've got this. But the one thing you got to remember is you've got to stay in contact with the bar all the way down. So if you're doing that and you drop it, it's then a no lift.
I can tell you something, I've done it once. Once only. Got it there, hold it there, and totally lost. Everything went and let it go.
Yeah, you know what, and it's...
Yes, it can be done.
You're not on your own with that one. Adrian Locke, 317 and a half.
That looks good.
Yeah, should be happy with that one. 3 white lights. So now we go to 322 and a half. Jussi Angersveri from Finland.
Run onto the stage.
Yeah, fired up. It wants this 322 and a half. It's a personal best.
Oh,
And
not
just
gonna
doesn't
lock it out.
doesn't look from where we're sitting. It doesn't
No.
look locked out, and it wasn't.
He's got one white light. Yeah, but that was not locked out.
So we got a 327 and a half now for Mohammed Al-Kambuli from UAE.
Got a successful opener with 300 kilo.
Yeah, so this will be a very, very big personal
Yeah.
best.
Yes.
27 and a half kilos over his best lift.
Can you finish it?
And
No, I don't
think
think he
he's
has.
bitten off a bit more than he can chew with that one.
Yeah. Yeah, but if you look at the replay, look where his leg is. His leg is now straightened, and the bar's still about 4 or 5 inches away from the top. So he's got no
Yeah,
chance of pulling
no
that.
chance of pulling that
No.
one. It was a big jump, 27 and a half
It
kilos
was a
for his
big jump.
opener, and it was a personal best. And here comes George Seeger from Great Britain, 327 and a half.
Oh, that looks good.
Should be a good lift. Now, I just think I heard
Somebody
that
giving
the
them.
lifter from Iran will retake his first
Okay.
attempt, I believe. Yep, so it was determined that the equipment issue wasn't fault of the lifter or coach,
I know you can.
which
It's allowed
means
to have a. I can't remember what the how many centimeters.
So I mean the right
It did look that like that.
yeah, and it was the right outcome. You know, the technical controller said no, sorry, it's
Yes.
not right. Okay, whatever happens, it doesn't matter. If it turns out the other way, you get the relift and everything's fine. So he should have several minutes on the clock.
So this is Yazdani's first attempt. 3:30 is on the bar.
So 3:30 goes on the bar. And he'll take a re-attempt at 3:30. And
I
then,
think he changes his.
so then what will happen then is because he is
Yeah. Correct. More likely following himself. Yeah.
and he had
Yeah.
no problem with that.
I think he changed his leotard. I think. 'Cause
It
there's
looks
no-
like he changed his deadlift suit.
That is a good lift. We now start the clock once the bar is loaded with his second attempt, which we are just getting from his coach now.
Right, so what will happen now is, because he has to follow himself for his second attempt, because we're actually in the second round,
Be given-
the 4 minutes we added to
Yeah.
the clock. Now, he can come out at any time he wants during that
that time.
4 minutes, but he has that time to use if he wants. And because we're waiting for those few extra minutes, we've got the scoreboard up on the live stream, so you'll be able to have a look at that. And luckily in the deadlift there's a bit more green on there than there was in the bench press, so it looks a lot prettier than it did earlier. So you can see we're still in the first flight here, and we'll be moving into their third attempts very, very shortly. And then from there we move into the final flight, and it's certainly a very different looking prognosis than it was at the very start of this.
Yeah, a lot different.
At the start of this, we had a couple of favourites or possible runaway favourites. I mean, Rubits from the Ukraine was certainly one we were all expecting to do some big things, and of course Billy from Ukraine as well. And they are now no longer in the running for an overall medal. They can still medal in
deadlift,
the deadlift, but they can't total, which means they can't go in for an overall medal. So the door is open for a brand new world champion, and it is anyone's game at this stage. And of course, none of this possible without our fantastic sponsors. Uplift have put together an amazing competition at an amazing venue here in Dubai. And Alico, makers of the greatest weightlifting equipment on the planet, we're actually using their brand new design rack here at this competition with some added features. It's got an extra friction pad, which is something that athletes were always asking about, wanting it to be a little bit grippier on the bench, for lack of a better word. And they've even thrown in some new things to make it easier for the spotters and loaders. And of course, SBD as well, fantastic supporters of this sport, and the IPF as well, and makers of absolutely first-rate equipment as well. I joke about their belts being so good, but seriously, if you put a belt on, you will not want to take it off again. It is just that good.
And once you bought that, it's a life, isn't it? You don't have to buy another belt.
I don't think it's something you're going to have to replace. They're built in a way that they will pretty much last forever. Not great for business because you only buy one, but great for the consumer, great for the athlete, and that's what these companies are all about. They're about the athlete. And of course, Alico, hopefully they're listening, started out as a company making small electrical appliances, of course famous for their waffle lines. And one of the reasons they're famous for their waffle lines is because the knurling on their Alico bar is their waffle pattern as well. That's where it came from. And so gone from making some of the greatest electrical equipment to the greatest weightlifting and powerlifting equipment on the planet. And you know it's good when all the international federations are using it. You know, World Weightlifting, International
Not only
Weightlifting
powerlifting alone,
Federations,
but weightlifting as well. Strongman,
Olympic,
always using
IPF, all using Alico equipment and plates because they are that good. Well, we are just about down to the 1 minute mark. And I'm just seeing if I can have a look around the corner and seeing if he's looking ready to come out or anywhere nearby, which doesn't necessarily mean he's ready or not. So there's 55 seconds left. He has to take the lift within this 50 seconds now. He's had the 4 minute on the clock. The bar is loaded and ready for him. And we're down to 40 seconds. I haven't seen a whole lot of movement. And so this will make the last lift for the second round of lifts. And then we'll move straight into their thirds.
Is it coming out?
I can see some movement now.
Yeah, we've got 25 seconds. So again, he's leaving it right to the very end.
I do like how the athletes today are really providing us with so much anticipation and intensity.
I don't think he's coming 10 seconds.
He's got 9
it's
seconds
coming out.
to go.
Now it's timed out. It's going to be timed out. He's out.
I think he started that just as the clock turned over. We'll see. He gets the white lights.
He had. That was so close.
He almost missed that, but he got it on the board. So we move straight into the third round. Ricardo Fongara from Brazil, 260 kilograms.
This will give him a 700 kilo total.
Yeah, look, he missed the 245 on his second.
He's gotten the 260.
The 260 will be a personal best, and they'll give him a personal best total. He had trouble hanging on to it.
Yeah. If he doesn't get it, he's going to finish with 670 kilo total.
No. And again, just can't quite hang on to it. So unfortunately, there'll be a no lift. So now we go to 297.5. Takehito Akutsu from Japan
This will give him a very respectable total of 915 if he's successful.
Should be a nice little personal best for him.
Yeah, PB, yeah.
Bar is loaded, 297.
By 2.5 kilo.
We've got his 270, he got his 285. Now looking at 297.5. Taking his time, getting focused.
He's got plenty of it. 44 seconds.
40 seconds.
He's driving
And
it.
he gets it to the top.
As he finished, he did.
Let's see what the referees say.
Yes,
Three
yeah.
white lights.
Well done. Personal best total, 915.
Next weight on the bar. John Hampson, Great Britain.
So now we look at John Hampson from Great Britain, 315.
And this will give him a 887.5 kilo total.
Just shy of his personal best
Yeah.
of 327.5. And just a bit too much today. Just a little bit out of energy. The tank is drained.
Next weight on the bar. Jussi Kangasvieri, Finland. Lock
So
and
now
back.
Jussi Kangasvieri from Finland, 322.5.
Yeah, he missed this on his second.
2 attempts remain to change
This will
openers.
give him
2
around
attempts
900 kilo
remain.
total
Change openers
if he's
for
successful.
Bar is
That'll be a
loaded.
nice little personal best.
Certainly would be, yes.
Jussi Kangasvieri,
If he doesn't, it finishes with the 877.5.
And here he comes with his traditional run out to the platform.
He did the hit last time.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting deadlifts. Everyone has their
Yeah,
own way of setting up.
doing it, yeah. of
Some
course.
have a little ritual they'd like to go through. His is to run out to the platform.
No.
But
Couldn't finish
unfortunately,
it.
not today.
Weight that is no limit for Jussi, 322.5.
Adrian Locke from Canada then
Next weight on the bar. Adrian Lock, Canada. Alton Bully and Seagull to get ready.
for a big personal best of
Certainly do.
325.
Yeah, and this will give him a 890 kilo total. A personal best by 10 kilo. So that'll give him a good day if he can get this one.
If you can go home with even
Yeah.
a 2.5 kilo personal best, you're doing
You're
well,
doing
aren't
well at the World Championship. You're doing well.
you? So 325. It's a big 10 kilo personal best after a long day of lifting.
Drive it, get hip through.
And I think he's
Think
done this.
Me too.
Places it down ever so gently.
Yes,
3
yeah.
white lights.
890 total. Personal best total.
Very well done.
5 kilos. Next weight on the bar. Alton Bully of United Arab Emirates.
So now we go 327.5 for Mohammed Al-Kanbouli from United Arab Emirates.
Bars loaded.
He
No
missed
more
this
changes.
on his
Bars loaded. No more changes.
Second,
Second
and he's
attempt.
keeping it the
7.5
same.
kilos, Mohammed Al-Kanbouli, United Arab Emirates.
This will give him a 727.5 kilo total.
He certainly looks very casual. Yeah, I think I'll take my last lift now.
I think last time he straightened his legs far too soon and he just couldn't finish it. Yeah,
I think
same
it's just
again.
a bit too much today. There's nothing quite left in the tank there. It was a 27.5 kilo personal best. It was a big ask. So we go George Seeger now, 342.5. We had 1 kilo
Yeah.
personal best.
Personal best, but his 327.5 was good. So he got a fighting chance in this one. This will give him a 857.5 kilo total.
He's fired up for this one. And
Oh, bit
just
too heavy.
not today. He gave it everything he had. And now Mustafa Yazdani from Iran, 347.5.
Just below his personal best in the deadlift.
So he opened 330, got to
Yeah.
retake the 330 because
Yeah.
some technical problems. Hit the 342.5 now, looking for 347.5.
And this will give him an 82.5 kilo total.
47.5 kilos, Mustafa Yazdani, Iran.
And it looks like he's not going to cut us short this time and take it down to the last second.
Is he going to leave it?
I've had enough of the anticipation and the anxiety. His coach is there.
Oh,
He's there.
Yeah, I can see him.
He's left himself 36 seconds this time instead of 5. Just trying to build the anticipation. The athletes have been very good at that today.
Keep the audience entertained.
Keep the audience guessing.
Guessing. Yep, right word. He's moving.
Oh, I think he's got it
I
there.
think he's got
I
it.
think he has. He has 3 white lights. A very solid finish for him.
B group first round. First weight on the bar, 260 kilos, Dash Zegbe of Mongolia. Order of lifting.
So then we move straight into the first round of flight 2 with Tumanjagul Zegbe from Mongolia looking for 260. We just need to get some numbers on the board here.
Just get all the first
All
round in.
green.
Yeah, let's have the first round all in green, and then they begin to look at where they are.
Yeah, and you know the doors have swung
We know that
wide
it's wide
open
open.
now.
Could well be a new world champion.
So 260, well under his personal best.
Yeah, 300 kilos is PB, so this should be comfortable. That looks good.
And it is. That should be a good lift. Let's wait and see. And it is 3 white lights.
Of Mongolia. 270 next weight on the bar for Seed of Egypt. Marta and Grenier to follow.
Rita Hussein from Egypt now, 270.
His personal best profile is 350,
350.
so this should be mega easy.
Well, I think he is maybe having some sort of a problem with injury
Yeah,
because
could
he's
well be.
lifted raw all day today.
Of course he has, yeah, didn't use a
And
squat suit.
he hasn't put a suit
Or
on or a
shirt.
shirt on for anything. So he's just lifting some light raw numbers, I think. And even that looked like it was a little tender.
Didn't look that easy, did it?
Looked a little tender there. He gets the 3 white lights.
270 for Rita Hussein, Egypt. 285 next weight on the bar. Tommy Marta, Finlay.
Could possibly have sustained an injury a few days out from competition,
Possible, yeah.
which restricted him from using equipment. And we'll still put the numbers on the board. Look at chasing a few points for the team. Tommy Marta from Finland, 285.
That's easy up now.
Oh, and he got the down command just in the nick of
He
time
just going
because
forward slightly,
he
wasn't
was
he?
just starting to lose his
Yeah.
balance there.
One referee's pick it up, give him a yellow.
290 kilos, Alec Grenier.
Yeah,
So
just
he
going
got the
forward.
down command just before he leant forward. And you can tell that because the center referee gave the white light. And the side referee, a little unsure whether he started to move forward first. Alan Grenier from France, 290.
Yeah, a big attack at the
Now-
world record in the bench press.
Now, this man, when he signed up for this competition, probably looked at the competition and thought,
Yeah,
you know what,
well
I'll go
done.
after a bronze and hope for the best. And now he's in a position where he could be actually
Never know.
going after the gold medal.
Don't know. Get his first attempt in. All the first attempt in.
And now Alexander Roberts
Yeah.
Ukraine, 300
Can't-
kilograms.
can't make a
Cannot total.
He could be he was down as one of the favourites.
Came in here as a hot favourite. Still a junior.
Yeah,
Was the hot
quite-
favourite to win the Open.
Quite a massive
430.
430.
So now looking to put 300 on the board and maybe seeing if he can salvage something out of his day in the deadlift.
That looks comfortable.
Yeah, his opening lift was very good there. 3 white lights. So now we stay at 300. Guillermo from Norway.
He
can't
also
total
can't.
either.
Yeah, he can't total either. He'll leave it to his last attempt at the squat to get one in, and then he missed all 3 bench press. So he's not having a great day.
So right now looking to salvage something. His personal best is 350.
It's a good, yes, it's a good deadlifter. Yeah, that looks comfortable.
Should be okay. It is. So now 305, Martin Lang from Germany. Just needs to put this on, solidify the total.
Yeah, like we said, let's get that first row all in green.
Yeah, get the first one on the board, then worry about what you're going to do.
That's good.
Should be a good lift. It is. So now we go 307.5 for Vanderlei, the bodyguard Barbosa from Brazil.
Yeah, he also attempted at the world record in the bench press.
He did.
Yeah.
It's just a little bit too big a jump.
It was a big jump. Went from 312 to 325.5, I think he went.
312 to 325.5 was a
Yeah,
very
it's
big jump.
Huge jump, yeah.
And it would have been a very big personal best. His personal best here is 315.
That looks good.
And shouldn't have any problems there. I guess that's 307.5 on the board.
Yeah, another favorite went out in the squad.
Sergei Bilgi from the Ukraine. Certainly one of those we're all keeping an eye
Yeah,
on.
I'm going to take 75 kilo on the bench press, so very, very small amount. Just wonder whether or not he have an
Yeah, and
injury.
he's looking very
But
tender in his walk here.
He's up now with 315. Oh,
Yeah.
Mark could say his deadlift is 375. So
He's looking very tender
Yeah.
walking out.
let's see what happens. Is he just taking one and then called it a day? Let's have a look.
They would have been at the back testing whether or not it caused
Yeah.
any discomfort during the deadlift.
Not look too bad.
So he gets a deadlift.
No, he's struggling. You know, if I was him, I would call it a day.
Yeah, he's a little bit tender there.
Yeah.
Didn't seem to cause any pain actually
But
putting it
when
up.
he finishes, you could see he was in pain.
Yeah, we'll see how he goes. Christopher Eikeland from Norway, 325. I mean, the last thing anyone wants is for one of these top athletes to cause long-term injury.
Yeah,
Everyone
that's
wants
where
to
I'm
see
coming
these
from,
guys back
you know
at the
what I mean?
next World Championship.
Go back home and get it sorted out and
Yeah.
look at 22 and 9. 22? 20? 2020? That looks
You
good.
can have any year you want, Ralph. It's okay.
I meant 2020. You know,
But
come
that's
back,
it.
come
We want to
back
see
fresh.
these guys back battling it
course.
out again.
Not only that, Gary. Next year is a qualifier for the World Games.
That's
so you
right,
want
it
to
is
be,
too. So you
want
want
to be healthy.
You want to be fit for that one. So Sergei Lashchenkov from Russia, 325.
Yeah, he could be on the podium. He's a farmer.
Somehow he saved his day. He
It
left
did.
his squat to the last one.
Yes, came back with 3 good bench, and now He's looking good for a podium. And that looks
That's
good.
what he needed to do, solidify his total. And he will be tough to beat. He was on fire on his bench.
Yeah.
And he's looking really good on those deadlifts. He is going to be very, very tough to beat.
Gary, they all respond. Ongu won so far, the
one to
last
go.
one, and all got green.
Eric Gunham from Sweden.
The big deadlifter. He could be in the mix somewhere.
340 to open. And he's got a personal best of 372.5.
Yeah, and I seen him just miss 390, I think, a year ago. I can't remember, but he's a big puller. He could be in the mix for a medal.
Could we be seeing a 390 from him today? Let's wait and see.
What's the record?
388.
Yeah, that could be on. That could be on. Keep watching, folks. Oh, yes.
Wow,
That
that
was
moved
smoke,
fast,
that
didn't
one.
it? He's pretty happy with that. That was very impressive. We come around now for the second round of lifts. So we've got Tilmanjagul from Mongolia looking for 275. So the current standings, Mashinkov from Russia in first.
Yes.
Eikeland in silver. Grenier in bronze. Now they start looking at their numbers. 275 on the bar.
Oh.
And just didn't want to shift.
No.
So then we go 285 for Rita Hussein from Egypt. Well under his best of 350.
Yep.
And I suspect something's happened previous to competition, so he's lifting raw.
He's struggling. He's got to get a hip. He's not going to finish
I
it.
don't think he's going to lock that out.
I think he do, but
I
I don't
don't
think he'll
know.
get it.
It's hard to
He's
tell from
dropped
in
the bar as
front.
well.
It's hard to tell from in front, but he gets 2 red lights, and I'd say one of those is for dropping the bar. You have to stay in contact with the bar all the way to the floor. Yeah, he wasn't overly convincing on that.
Nope.
And now on that rule, holding the bar, keeping in contact with the bar all the way to the floor, doesn't necessarily mean it can't move to the floor fast. You've just got to stay in contact with it.
Just keep your hand to the bar, stay at the bar, yeah. Correct.
Tommy Mata, 292.5. Oh, make short work of that.
That's easy.
So if you're in the gym training for deadlifts and you're getting to the top and dropping the bar,
It's not a good idea.
as far as IPF powerlifting is concerned, it is not a completed lift.
Yeah, you must stay with the ball to the floor.
Alan Grenier, France, 305, who has found himself in a position where he's looking like, if he does things right, he'll find his way
Get
to a
3
podium
deadlift
finish.
in, you know. Could be a medal here for me.
And how much is that going to fire him up now?
Well, to give you that extra bit of adrenaline pumped. That's a good deadlift.
That looks pretty solid.
Yes, he's fired
Yes,
up for it.
I agree. Good job. Well, Gurmo now from Norway, 310.
310 kilos, Stian Walgamo, Norway.
Again, he's taking 310. His personal best is 350, so it's way down on his and his personal best.
Yeah, look, I think they're just sort of putting some numbers on the board now, finishing out his day.
Can't make a total, so and obviously not going to get a medal on the deadlift either.
Yeah, I mean, it's a tough day at the office when that happens.
Yeah, one of those bad
I mean,
days.
There aren't many athletes around that it hasn't happened to.
At this level.
At this level,
yeah.
it happens to us all. I know of one particular person that it hasn't happened to, but I'm not going to mention their
Well,
name.
we don't think it's coming out.
I'm not going to mention their name because I don't want to jinx them. But it doesn't look like Rugomo's going to come out for the
No.
310.
I
But what
think
he's done is he's left his number on there so the guys still get that rest period and that
1
turnaround
minute,
as well.
extra minute, yeah.
So right now, time's out. So we load the bar for Martin Lang at 315 kilograms. So he's currently on a 927. This will move
Yeah.
into a 937 and a
Still at
half,
937, yeah.
which will be a nice little personal best total as well.
Just moving from 6th to 5th overall, which is not a bad way to finish in 5th place in the World Championship with how many lifters? 21?
21. So he needs to put this one on the board. And then I imagine he'll look at his third lift and see if he can shift up the rankings anymore.
And we talked about this before. I'm not if you can't come 1, 2, 3, you can get points for your team.
That's right. Yeah, and in powerlifting, I mean, lots of people are here competing at the World Championships. It's much more than getting medals and World Championships. It's about personal bests. It's about national records. It's about European records. It's about a lot more things than just the World Championship.
Yeah.
I mean, if we only had people compete because they thought they were going to win a World Championship, we'd only have 3 people in each event.
Competing, yeah, correct.
Vanderlei, the bodyguard Barbosa from Brazil, 320.
This will keep him in 4th place overall for the moment.
Yeah, it also puts him in a good position.
Yes.
If a couple of people miss a lift,
Lift.
he could work his way
knows?
into a podium finish.
Yeah. This will give him a 967 and a half. No.
Oh, he
it's
just
not
can't
gonna
get
go.
it past his knees, though. It's certainly worth a shot there. So Alexander Rubets now from Ukraine.
Now I think he's trying to go for a medal here in the deadlift. He's going for 3.
Yeah, look, he's looking to salvage something there. Looking to salvage something out of his day.
Yeah, if you can get a medal in the deadlift, at least you can go home with a medal of some sort.
Now, the question is he actually coming out? Because he's usually out a lot sooner than this. It's unlike him not to be straight on the platform. So I have a feeling he has just put the number up there to let that clock roll over so all the guys get plenty of rest before their lift, which is great sportsmanship attitude. I mean, he could have quite easily scratched all 3 lifts, packed his bags and gone home, but he has put the number on the board, put the first one on, which means he's allowed to leave, the next one's on, and all the guys get that minute rest. Because if you start moving out, if you take out 4 lifters out of this flight and they all scratch lifts, that's 4 minutes these guys are going to miss out on.
Yeah, correct.
Rest time and catching their breath again.
Although there's some discussion within the IPF that they will change the rule that you say if you're not taking it, you must scratch it.
Yeah, look, and I think that's
it's for and
I think that's a reasonable discussion.
Yeah.
And I think whilst the rule is the way it is, this is the really sportsmanship thing to do for the guys.
Of course.
Right, so we move to Eikeland now from Norway for 335, who has found himself in a position trying to chase down possibly even a silver medal if he plays his cards right.
Well, this put him into 3rd place at the moment in the deadlift.
So this will...
One attempt to go.
So 335, it's under his personal best. It looks good.
I think he's got it.
Looks fantastic. And he gets the 3 white lights.
But he also put him into
Silver medal overall temporarily. And he'll have to play the numbers to see if he has enough in the tank to go after a higher ranking. Sergei Lashinkov, 335.
Yes.
He currently has a 992 total.
Yeah, he's now looking one of the favourites to take this.
Well, if he can put this one on the board, it's pretty much going to close the door on Eikeland. If he misses this one, Eikeland still has a little bit of a chance to creep in there.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't think he was going to make a mistake on that one. So Villiers now has put on a 350 for his second attempt.
Now, he really was struggling. Again, I think he just put the weight on the bar and not coming out. Because it's 315, he was really in pain when he put the bar.
Yeah, he certainly looked like in a lot of pain when he put the bar down.
I can't see him coming out, so don't think
we'll
that
wait
he's
and
going to
see.
come out. Can't see him. No. I think he just put the weight to the bar to give that extra minute to the other lifters, I think.
They're loading the bar, they're cleaning the bar.
They have to do that. They have to do it.
And we'll wait and see what happens when they call bar loaded.
It's coming out. Okay.
We'll wait and see.
Oh, he's coming out. He's here.
He certainly is.
Oh. I hope he's okay.
Well, it's interesting.
really
I mean, if it's a slight strain in the lower back and he's a sumo lifter,
It's got the inner thighs that take most of the strain.
it's quite possible that it's not bothering him at all during the lift, and it's only bothering when he puts it down because he engages the erectors a little bit more in the bottom of the back.
Let's see.
30 seconds.
Let's see.
It doesn't
Oh
look
my
like
God,
it's
he's
causing
finishing
any
it.
pain on the way up. And he's actually looking a little bit better.
It certainly did.
Yeah, he's starting to warm up a little bit.
Well, that put him into gold medal in the deadlift.
Now, I don't know if you can see it on the replay, but it looks like he grabbed the top of his thigh.
And thighs.
And possibly
Is that because
part of the
it could be his back
quadricep.
anywhere? So, like
Yeah,
I
it
said,
could
his
be.
back
It could even be
engaged.
hip flexors. But it clearly
Well,
isn't
I would have
bothering
taken
him.
any bet that he would not have pulled that.
It's clearly not bothering when he's lifting it up, and he certainly looked a lot better putting that down. So Eric Gunham now from Sweden, 360.
Yeah.
So a 360 will put him up temporarily.
Yeah, into the
Into
gold
gold medal.
medal for the
And
deadlift.
we've still got a round to go. But getting this one in the board sort of sets your benchmark and sets the pace for what you can do in your third.
30 seconds.
If you take that bigger jump between first and second, make up the ground, then on your third lift you don't have to take as big a jump.
Oh,
that looks good.
That's so easy.
That looked good.
Looking strong, Sweden. That is a good lead.
Well, it can't. It's not in the mix for the overall medal.
Overall, but he is certainly
So,
trying to chase after that gold
would he-
deadlift medal.
360. Anybody can take him on 360.
Oh, certainly Villiers can.
Yeah, of course.
But and you've got two changes on your last lift, so.
Yeah.
But other than that, I mean, he's put himself in a good position
Yes,
to go
he
after
has.
that gold medal.
Yes, he has.
Rida Hussein from Egypt, 285. Missed it on his second.
Following it, 35 kilos, Reda Hussein, Egypt.
Now looking to put this up for his third. Really taking his time, getting focused. Just doesn't
No,
want to
bit
come
too
up
heavy.
past his knees today. Just a little bit worn out after a long day. Tommy Marta from Finland, 305.
Barbosa to follow.
Now, I think Mashinkov has pretty much closed the door.
Yeah, I think he has.
If
Because-
Eikeland wanted to try and pull for the gold medal, he would have to pull a lot.
Following it, 305 kilos, Tommy Marta.
So Tommy Marta now 305.
So you give him a 917 kilo,
That's a-
17.5
That's a
kilo
solid
total.
personal
Yeah,
best.
That's a good total. Like I said, a few years ago, that would be certainly be on the podium. Not anymore.
Several years ago, that would give you the world record and world championship, wouldn't it?
Sure.
Now, Alan Grenier now 312 and a half. So this is a good number to pull. It'll put him in the bronze medal
Yep. The
It'll
990
temporarily
kilo.
move him to second and force Eichelin to have to make the lift to
Yep.
save his second because he's a fraction lighter.
He's a lighter, yeah. Yes, he's lighter. Not a lot, but it's lighter.
Yeah, so Eichelin's lighter, which means Eichelin only has to match Grenier.
Correct.
45 seconds.
So this one will take him to 990, silver medal position. Now,
That looks good.
Eichelin has no choice but to be able to make that 342.5 to save his silver medal.
Change. We have a change.
So you have a change going in.
Next weight on the bar is 320
So
kilos.
320 goes to the bar for Martin Lang.
While Guillermo and Barbosa to follow.
This will be a personal
What?
best
Oh,
for
he's-
Martin Lang.
Oh, he's going on 2.5. Does that mean he's... Hang on. What am I missing here?
I'm just trying to have a look and see who made a change. But right now, Martin Lang 320.
Yeah.
20 kilos, Martin Langer.
He will currently be ranked 6th overall, which is pretty impressive at a World Championships.
Overall, yeah. Give him a 942.5 kilo total. Good day at the office. Lifted well. 357.
And that's a
Squat.
pretty big 12.5 kilo
Yeah.
personal best.
Great PB. Correct.
Adding 12.5 kilos is a pretty impressive addition to your resume.
No.
Just a little bit too much for the hands today. Having a bit of a smile. He's had a good day. Enjoyed it.
30 next weight on the bar. Guillermo of Norway.
Guillermo from
Yeah.
Norway
Missed 310. And he's gone up
So
another 20 kilo to through.
didn't come out for his 310.
Oh, he didn't came out. I can't remember. Did he came out? I can't remember. Okay. Anyways, it's gone to 330.
Bars loaded, 330 kilos. Guillermo of Norway.
Is he coming out for this one? I'm trying to recall whether it was him that didn't come out.
I don't think he's coming
I
out.
didn't think he came out
No,
for the
he's
second
having
one.
he had a bad day today, so maybe
And
again you just
I
put your weight
imagine
in
he's
the
not
bar.
coming out for this one either. Just left that on the board so everyone gets their minute roll
Extra
over.
minute rest, yeah.
Give them a few extra minutes rest. I mean, you've got 4 men that haven't made total. If all of them decide to drop and scratch, then it's 4 or 5.5 minutes that everyone misses out on. So whilst that rule is still in place, they take advantage of it.
Of course, it's there. The rule is there, yeah.
And
Yeah, 15 seconds, yes.
only
he's
a
not
few
coming out.
seconds left to go now, and we'll roll into the next lifter, who will be Barbosa from Brazil, and he'll be looking at 337.5 to see if he can find his way up the rankings a little bit. But Mashinkov from Russia, if he puts the 342.5 on, he gets it 1,010. If he misses it, he's still on 1,002.5, which is still well further enough in front to stop anyone trying to pull for the gold medal. So Barbosa looking for 337.5. This will move him up to the bronze medal position
Yes,
overall
That's right.
temporarily. So he's chasing a podium finish as well. Missed the 320, just couldn't quite get it moving. So now he's trying to pull for a medal.
Big increase. Now, Ritual.
And he got it moving fast off the floor, but just couldn't convert. But it was certainly worth a try. He was going to pull for a bronze
Final
medal.
there, yeah.
He got it
Chance for
moving.
medal, of course.
So Eichelin now has to pull the 342.5 to get back in the silver medal position. If he misses this, he stays in the bronze medal, and Grenier takes the silver. So under pressure
Yes,
to pull
this
back
is for
into the silver medal.
He needs this for silver. So give him a 990 kilo total. And he would actually take it on body weight.
On body weight, he is about 400 grams,
Yeah,
600 grams
lighter.
lighter.
So all he do is to need some match.
There's about half a kilo in them.
The drive is going, it's going.
I think he's got it there.
Is he
Let's
locked
see,
out?
the referee says.
No, he didn't
Holy.
lock it. I didn't thought he did.
And coach walking him off there. And you can see the coach put his
Yeah,
hand up
yeah,
and say, no, the
don't-
referees were
that
right.
It's gone to the jury, but I don't think he'll overrule it.
He's going for a walk. Doesn't look like he's getting much joy there.
No, I don't thought they would. That
So we go
definitely wasn't finished.
350 now.
Yeah,
Rubits from
Rubits, yeah.
Ukraine looking to go after the silver medal in
the
deadlift.
deadlift. He could well have been the world champion today, but just didn't make.
So
Just
he put a
didn't make any
300.
bench.
He put a 300 on. He didn't come out for his 330.
Yeah,
Used that extra time to rest to go for the 350.
yeah, he's going for a medal.
Trying to salvage something for his day. So he didn't come out for his second lift on deadlift. Used that time to recuperate, get some energy up, get his mind focused.
His final pull. He's going. He's going. It's going.
He's got it there.
That looks locked.
So he puts himself into the silver
very
medal.
angry young man.
And now he's going to have to sit down and wait because there's 3 more lifters to come. And they all want some of the action as well. And we're just seeing a change go in as well.
Yeah, Billy's taking 352.5.
Yeah,
And
he
that
wants
will
the
put
silver
him
medal.
in second place at the moment.
So he wants the silver medal in the deadlift. So right now in the deadlift, Gunham is currently in the gold medal position. Villiers is going after the silver that Rubits just put on. Everyone's trying to salvage something.
I think if he was at the last pull and it's down to him, I think he might well have a crack at the world record. I think.
Yeah, I think
Because
if he's not going to risk anything, I think he'll
no,
have
at
a
the
go at
moment, if he's got a chance. So we think that maybe Eric might have a crack at the world record.
And the more Villiers lifts, the less he's limping.
Absolutely.
He's getting better.
He probably put it right, whatever it was.
Powerlifting therapy.
Lift heavyweight. It's an amazing pull. Really is. It's going. It's going.
Can he
It's
lock it
going.
out? Oh,
No.
he just couldn't quite get it there, but he gave it everything he had. So he's currently sitting in the bronze medal position in the deadlift. Now Sergey Vashinkov looking at 362.5.
Yeah. I mean, he is the world champion.
No one can take his overall gold medal away from him. He's the world champion here in Dubai. He looked pretty rocky on the squats, but then absolutely destroyed bench and has done the same here on deadlift. This will give him a 10:30 total.
Yeah. Certainly lifted well.
That will equal his personal best total.
You wouldn't have thought that after seeing his opening squat.
After seeing his opening squat, I was thinking how many people, what's going to end up with the gold medal here. So here he comes,
World
Vashinkov
champion.
from Russia, 362.5. Has the gold medal. He is the world champion. And this one will give him a gold medal in.
And
the
also put in
deadlift.
first place for the deadlift as well. Oh, yes. He's smiling.
Now, don't
He's
hang
holding
around
it.
there too long. Double gold. Gold in the deadlift with one lift to come ahead of him.
Yeah.
Gold overall. He's the world champion. Grenier takes the silver overall. Eichlin has to settle for the bronze overall.
Yeah.
And we've got one more lift to come. Eric Gunham is going to chase over that gold.
Well,
He's
he's
just
reduced
changed
it. He reduced it to
362.5 to equal
Yeah.
Vashinkov because he's
Take it.
lighter than him,
absolutely.
which means he can get the gold medal in the deadlift.
Well, he can't pull for the world record because if he missed it, he would get beaten. So he's going down to try and win
So
the
this
gold.
is an opportunity to take a gold medal in the deadlift. He currently has the silver.
Yep. So he's going to take it on body weight. Exactly the same, 362.5.
And you know what? I mean, it's 2.5 kilos over his second attempt.
Yeah.
It's not a big jump for him, not a whole lot for him to have to pull
No.
for a gold medal
No.
here. Can he
I
go
mean,
home with a
he
gold medal in the
should-
deadlift?
He should take this. He's a 370, 380 puller, so I think he'll take this. I've been wrong before, but I think he'll
think
take
I've been wrong plenty of times during these competitions. The whole media team will turn and look at me and nod their head. Yes, you have.
30 seconds.
Podium.
362 and a half for a gold medal in the deadlift.
20.
Oh, absolutely
yeah, no
outstanding.
doubt.
Sneaks in, steals the gold medal from the deadlift from Sergey. But Mashinkov will take the gold overall. Renier with the silver and Eichlund with the bronze.
What a category.
A
What
roller
category.
coaster of a ride the 105s were today. And this week just gets better and better and better with world records falling left, right and centre. Don't go anywhere. We're going to be back very, very shortly with the medal ceremonies. Of course, tomorrow, 10 a.m., we had the 84 kilo women. We have the Special Paralympics at 2 p.m. and we have the men's 120s at 5 p.m.
And that's going to be firework.
skates on. While the medals are being handed out, ladies and gentlemen, the lifting starts tomorrow at 10 a.m. 10 a.m. with the sub-84 kilo ladies. We have 3 sessions tomorrow. The second session is the Special Olympics at 2 p.m. and that will be followed by the 120 kilo men, which starts at 5 p.m. So 3 sessions tomorrow. They are all going to be epic. As the weights go up, so does the intensity of the lifting. So make sure you're here for 10. Make sure you drink plenty of food because you're going to be in for a long stay. Last session starts at 5 p.m. Does everyone have their medals? They do. Okay, Sasha. We are ready to present the medals for the individual lifts, beginning with the squat. In bronze medal position, with 375 kilos, from Norway, Stian Welgermo. Silver medal on squat, with 390 kilos, from Russia, Sergei Mashichkov. And the gold medal on squat with a massive 430 kilos from Ukraine, Alexander Rubets. Well done, gentlemen. Thank you. And we now move to the bench press. In bronze medal position with 305 kilos pressed, from France, Alain Grenier. Silver medal, 312.5 kilos, from Brazil, Vanderlei Barbosa. And the gold medal on bench press with 315 kilos, from Mongolia, Tumenjagal Dashzegbe. Well done, gentlemen. Thank you. And we now move to the deadlift. In bronze medal position, with 350 kilos, from Ukraine, Alexander Rubets. And what a close battle this was, because the silver medal with 362.5 kilos goes to Russia, Sergei Mashitkov. And the gold medal, also at 362.5 kilos, goes to Sweden, Eric Dunham. Great battle, guys, great battle. And Eric, you know you could have pulled that 370. Thank you, gentlemen. And finally, the overall totals. In bronze medal position with 982.5 kilos from Norway, Kristoffer Eikeland. Silver medal with 990 kilos totaled from France, Alain Grenier. And your new world champion with 1,030 kilos from Russia, Sergei Mashitkov. Great battle, guys. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please be upstanding for the national anthem of Russia. Ladies and gentlemen, give these fine gentlemen, the best and strongest 105 kilo lifters in the world, a round of applause as they follow the technical controller off the platform.